Pointers last time out swept at UW Superior 2 weeks ago. A 1-0 loss. Maddie Rewert's goal for the Yellow Jackets a minute 4 into the game. That was it. Andy Beck made 23 saves for the Pointers. They were shut out for the 9th time this season, 1-0. And then a 3-2 overtime loss on the Saturday game. Sarah Adalin, Courtney Leising gave the Pointers a 2-1 lead, but Kaylin Garland with goals at 17:04 the third and 35 seconds into overtime. Emily Grieg made 33 saves, but it was the Yellow Jackets sweeping the Pointers. And then last weekend, it was the Yellow Jackets sweeping Northland 3-0 and 4-0. Corin Hansen, 36 saves for the Lumberjills on Friday as they went 0-for-3 in the power play. Carly Lehner with 51 saves on Saturday in a 4-0 loss. They went 0-for-4 on the power play again. So Northland and Stevens Point, winner to River Falls. The other series coming up this weekend will be UW Superior at UW Eau Claire. All right, here is our starting lineups this afternoon. First of all, for the Northland College Lumberjills, the goaltender is Corin Hansen, a senior out of Rochester, Minnesota. And she comes in with an overall record of, let's see here, 1-9, goals against average of 4.66 and a .906 save percentage. On defense, it's Maddie Bladel, a senior out of Cottage Grove, Minnesota, and Daphne Gray, a freshman out of Eagle River, Alaska. Up front, Elle Black is the center, a senior out of Devils Lake, North Dakota. Taylor Richmond is the right wing, a senior out of Lindsay, Ontario, Canada. And the left wing is Kylie Moffat, a sophomore out of Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Natasha Hawkins in her first season as the head coach of the Lumberjills, was hired as an assistant a couple of years ago. Transitioned into the head role this year, played at New England College, 70 games there, and a former assistant at Merrimack and Bentley. All right, here's the Pointers of UW Stevens Point. Emily Grieg, 5'9" and a freshman out of Chesterfield, Missouri. 18th game of the year. She's 5'10" and 2, a 2.91 goals against average. On defense, Alyssa Yoakum, 5'7" freshman out of Hermantown, Minnesota, and Kayla Stumo, 5'2" and a senior out of Ham Lake, Minnesota. Up front, it's Courtney Leising, 5'9" and a junior out of Maple Grove, Minnesota, for the Pointers' leading scorer coming in. The right wing is Maddie Anderle, 5'5" and a sophomore out of Blaine, Minnesota. Allie Granowski is the left wing, a 5'4" senior out of St. Paul, Minnesota. Head coach Ann Ninneman in her 18th season, assisted by Craig Dakin. She's now 240, 187, and 49 for the former Pointer All-American and head coach of the Pointers. All right, we're going to grab a break when we come back. It's our opening face-off of this 4 versus 5 matchup, first-round game. WIAC Championship. It's for the O'Brien Cup. It's presented by Culver's. We'll come back and have more here on the Pointers Sports Network.
Want to get your degree and stay debt-free? With the Wisconsin Army National Guard, you can get paid to be a full-time student with their 100% tuition reimbursement program. You can join the Guard, be a part-time soldier, and earn a degree. Call Sergeant First Class Mike Parks at 920-279-7527 or visit NationalGuard.com to learn more. The Wisconsin Army National Guard, a proud sponsor of Pointers Athletics.
TDS Fiber, the future of internet, TV, and phone service, is expanding to more communities. Register now at tdsfiber.com/radio. Enjoy internet speeds up to 1 gig at your home or business. That's 10 times faster than 100 meg from cable. Plus, change the way you watch TV with our whole home DVR. Can't get that with cable. Powerful internet, premium services. Go to tdsfiber.com/radio to register, learn about bonus offers, and more. TDS Fiber available in certain areas. See website for details.
Show off your Pointer pride with the Affinity Debit Card exclusively from U.S. Bank. The Affinity Debit Card isn't just for students. Parents, alumni, faculty, and other fans can show their spirit too. Visit usbank.com/UWSP to get your Pointer Affinity Debit Card today. Or visit the campus branch location in the Dreyfus University Center Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. U.S. Bank, the official banking partner of UW Stevens Point. Len Dudas Motors is your trusted Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealership in Stevens Point. Check out their large selection of new and used vehicles, or come in for a test drive. Ask questions about your financing, browse their inventory, or schedule the service you need to keep your vehicle running for years to come. From the time you enter the showroom, you can expect to be treated like family each and every visit. Len Dudas Motors, 3305 Main Street, Stevens Point.
The WIAC Ice Hockey Championships are brought to you by Culver's. Welcome to Delicious. Culver's congratulates the WIAC on its long history of athletic success and outstanding academic accomplishments. Over 5,000 student athletes compete in WIAC sports, and Culver's recognizes the student athletes of the WIAC for their hard work, dedication, and commitment to excellence on and off the field. Culver's is proud to be a sponsor of the WIAC, the Conference of Champions.
All right, back here at Willett Arena, we are set to go here this afternoon. Stevens Point swept all 3 games in the regular season back on December 2nd, 2-0 in Ashland. Goals from Sarah Adalin and Courtney Leising. On February the 2nd, 4-1 here in Stevens Point. 4 different goal scorers. Pointers built a 3-0 lead in that game and got 22 saves from Emily Grieg. And on the 3rd, got the sweep. Josie Bender, Courtney Leising in a 2-1 win. Annie Beck made 22 saves in that game. Pointers have won 12 straight in the series and are 14-0-2 all time against the Lumberjills. Off the opening face-off, we are underway at Willett Arena. Brandon Schroeder, Josh Carl, the referees Todd Treader, James Mazer will work the lines here this afternoon. Kayla Stumo for the Pointers behind the net, leads the breakout back the other way to Courtney Leising. She'll flip a backhander into the neutral zone on the near side. Pointers get a quick change here. Allie Granowski will roll it in, and Northland back in their own end. Long-range pass ahead. That's intercepted. Alyssa Yoakum with it. Now it is Elle Black. She'll walk through. Poke checked away from behind. A backhanded chance in front of the net cleared out. Lauren Winsenson back to the near side for Courtney Leising. Leising ahead brings it in. It's Sarah Adalin on the near side. Poked back out by Northland here on the near side. Adalin battling for it along with Annika Horman. Haley Stanius with it, goes cross ice, and it is swept into the zone there by Annika Horman of the Pointers. Around the wall to the near side, giving chase Adalin in the far corner. She looks to send it back up high, but it squirts off the far boards and comes all the way across to the near boards. Kylie Sims will get there for the Lumberjills, and Northland plays it back the other way. Overskated there by Grace Torma, goes to the far corner. Stanius in the far corner, comes out behind her own net. Long rink-wide pass for Lena Berthume goes too far. And I believe whistle and an icing call coming up here. So, Courtney Leising centering Maddie Anderle and Allie Granowski. It's Annika Horman with Sarah Adalin and Lena Berthume. Molly Millar with Katie Stanius and Josie Bender. And it's Tara Regan with Soli Doyle and Riley Novak. Natalie Ahern will dress as the extra forward. Alyssa Yoakum, Kayla Stumo, Haley Stanius, Lauren Winsenson, Amanda Pouchnick, and Grace Torma. For the Pointers, Jordan Godfrey, and it is Annie Beck that will back up Emily Grieg. Shot fired here by Northland. Kick back toward the middle, and the Jills able to push it to the near side. Audrey Ellerington whips it far side, where Kylie Sims will send it deep behind the net. Torma gets there for Stevens Point. Flips it to the near side. Sarah Adalin with a little space here. She'll come ahead on the left wing. Across the red line, she'll fire the puck deep to the far corner, and the Pointers will get a change. It's Northland quick to push it right back around the other way. Intercepted here. Here comes Kayla Stumo. Right up the middle. She'll come 1-on-2. Has help coming. Shot fired. Save made by Hansen. And she'll get down and cover it up here. 17:50 to go in the first period. We are still scoreless from KB Willett Arena. All right, face off to the left side of the Northland netminder. Face-offs here on the season, not a bright spot for the Pointers, 34.6%. Northland a little bit better, winning just about 42% of the face-offs. Centering pass here is kicked aside by Yvonne Durfee. She'll get it out into the neutral zone, out of the stick of Kylie Moffitt. Pointers on the forecheck, work it loose. Maddie Anderle with it, took it away, she'll bring it in. Nice little pass to Molly Millar, she'll walk in, firing a shot, just missed. Rebound to the near side, good pressure here by the Pointers. Their best chance so far. Centering pass intercepted. Moffitt back the other way. Moffitt to Richmond on the right wing. She'll flip it deep. Goes behind the net. Winsenson the first to get there for Stevens Point. Up the boards on the far side, it is Maddie Anderle. Out to Allie Granowski. She'll skate through the neutral zone. Carry it in on the left wing. Fires a shot up. Hansen a glove save. She'll hang on. 17:06 to go here in the first period. So far a couple of chances here for the Pointers. will again come in 17-6-2 overall. It's going to be the 6th straight losing season for the Pointers. A lot of new faces here. All right, here is Haley Stanius. Shot fired, bouncing puck to the side of the net, and it is Courtney Leising with a chance at it, but couldn't get it. Now Winsenson from the point. That shot, that's fired just wide. And it is Stanius that'll hold it into the near side. Now squirting free with it. Here's Anderle with a shot, 5-hole save, and flipping up, and it is Hansen making the save, and then Northland clearing things out here, and we'll get another whistle here. 16:45 to go in the first period. Stevens Point 9-0 all-time here at home. I should say now at Willett Arena, IceHawks Arena, prior to last year. 16:45 to go here in the first. Face-off around the boards and controlled by the Pointers in the near corner. Turning, trying to get a shot here. Now right in front, shot fired, and a save made by Hansen. Pointers a nifty setup there for Annika Horman. And right now, the shots on goal, 4-0 in favor of the Pointers in the opening couple of minutes. Face off to the right side of Corinne Hansen. Near boards, Pouchnick reaching for it, but it's Northland that comes away with it. Schemenauer sends it in, centering effort here by Ellerington. Goes behind the net. Hannah Ballman, who played her high school hockey with the Central Wisconsin Storm. Long-range shot now, get a rebound, and Emily Grieg will dive out and cover it up as Hannah Ballman trying to get for the Lumberjills. Hannah Ballman, the freshman out of Wausau, comes in. She is the 4th leading scorer for the Lumberjills with 8 points, 3 goals, 5 assists. Central Wisconsin Storm playing in the, I guess would be the sectional semifinals tonight. Of course, big game here. The Spash Panthers on the boys' side getting ready as well, as they'll play at 7 o'clock tonight here. Now here's the Pointers carrying it in. Molly Millar wires a shot. That goes high. A backhanded rebound there by Katie Stanius. Doesn't get through, and Alyssa Yoakum will send the puck deep. Well, so far the Pointers getting pucks deep here. But Northland weathering the storm here early on. Back through to the neutral zone. Goes behind Laura Hink. Hink to it on the far side. Kayla Stumo fishes it out for the Pointers. And here comes Northland back Stevens Point back the other way. Allie Gronowski gets it. She'll flip a backhander in, rims it around the boards to the near corner. Gronowski after it with some speed on the near side along with Maddie Anderle, but the Lumberjills clear it out and they'll go down the length of the ice here. L. Black centering Kylie Moffitt, and Taylor Richmond got the start. Otherwise, it's Lauren Klein with Kate Holtz and Kennedy Grolke. Hannah Ballman with Audrey Ellerington and Joey Schemenauer. And Clara Schmiesing with Laura Hink and Nevaeh Trihe are the forwards here for the Lumberjacks. Turnover, shot fired, glove save made by Hansen as Allie Gronowski a spinning shot there. Daphne Gray and Maddie Blade will get the start on defense. And then it's Kylie Sims with Jamie Steinmetz and Kiera Richards with Yvonne Durfee. And Carly Lehner backs up Corinne Hansen here for head coach Natasha Hawkins. Face off to the left side. Long range shot rolls through, and that goes wide. Behind the net, Pointers to the rebound, and Courtney Leising once again right in front, a little give and go. Gronowski couldn't pull the trigger. Northland is able to clear it out off the far boards, trying to win a foot race here, and a whistle and an icing call. As nice hustle there by Taylor Richmond of the Lumberjills, but good job as well by Haley Stanius of the Pointers. A year ago, Northland in this game, the 4-5 game, beat UW Superior. And then went to River Falls for the semifinals. Long-range shot, that wires through. Maybe a bit of the pad of Hansen, held in. Good job on the back check here by Annika Horman of the Pointers, but then turned it over. This is Taylor Richmond holding. She'll come through the neutral zone and now cut to the near side as all kinds of space for her. She's finally cut off on the near side and dumps it for Kennedy Grolke. Grolke coming, and Northland able to hold the zone and dump it deep. I think the Lumberjills thought they were offside, so they retreated to start the change already. And Stevens Point will get possession of the puck. Ahead it goes. Here comes Annika Horman. She loses the handle on it. Holtz for the Lumberjills ahead to Kennedy Grolke. Grolke wires a shot. That's blockered aside by Emily Grieg. Far boards, up in the air it goes. Where is it? Far corner, Torma. Grace Torma for Stevens Point. Rolls a backhander to the near corner. That's out of the reach of Josie Bender. Durfee with it. Fires a shot through traffic. That lays out there, and it's gathered in by Annika Horman. Horman turning. She'll throw it ahead off the far boards. And this is going to be an icing call against the Pointers. 13:56 to go in the first period. Stevens Point so far out shooting the Lumberjills 5-2 in this 4 versus 5 matchup. Scoring's been a difficulty for both these teams. Stevens Point comes in 1.8 goals per game. Northland 1.4. Stevens Point giving up 3. Northland giving up 4 on the season. Here's Lena Berthume through a stick check, able to get to the red line, backhands it into the far side, rolls to the side of the net. Hansen steers that one aside. Now a long-range pass. Katie Stanyas with it. She will dump it in. Stevens Point will give chase again. Josie Bender, the far side. Molly Millar reaching for it. Couldn't come away with it. 13:30 to go here in the first. Now losing an edge in the near corner is the Jills. That allows Josie Bender to walk free. She'll come right in front. Shot shoveled and missing a wide open net is Haley Stanyas. Or Katie Stanyas, excuse me. Near corner. Beautiful setup there by the Pointers, and back the other way, Audrey Ellerington. Ellerington will get it deep. She is the leading scorer for the Lumberjills. Stevens Point with it now, fanning on it, and coming ahead, Taylor Richmond intercept. She'll carry it in. Richmond coming, knocked off the play, side of the net. Now Northland will gain possession of it, flip it back to the far side. That allows the Pointers to regain possession. They'll wrap it around the boards near side. Steinmetz fires it in, stick save made by Emily Grieg. She'll get down and cover it up, and we'll get a whistle. 12:42 to go here in a scoreless first period. And a face-off to the left side of Emily Grieg. Emily Grieg, her 18th game of the year for the freshman netminder. Now centering pass in front. That's cleared out by Stevens Point off the boards. Cleared out. We knew goaltending was going to be a question mark coming in, but these freshmen have really answered the call for the Pointers. It's been scoring that's been the issue. Here's Courtney Leising, turns it over. As she tried to get the handle on it, now shoves it to the far corner where Haley Stanyas will give chase. Lauren Winsenson with it now, feeds it to the near side, out of the reach of Gronowski. Lumberjills able to pull it and throw it back behind the Stevens Point net again. It rolls around to the far corner. Trying to set it up in front, but Courtney Leising takes it away there for the Pointers. Shoves it around. Gronowski trying to lead the breakout, but can't. Leising now gets it. She'll get some space and come out to the far side of the net. Leising through the neutral zone, back the other way, 2-on-2 with Kayla Stumo. Maddie Anderle. A shot fired, save made by Hansen, and the rebound up into the netting and out of play. 11:57 to go in the first period. Pointers had some space there. Leising and Maddie Anderle. Face off to the left side of Corin Hansen. There it slides to the side of the net. The Jills push it to the far corner. And Stevens Point now around to the near side. Trying to slide it out high to Pouchnick. And the Jills get a stick on it here on the near side. Now they'll walk it in near corner. Berthume coming, spinning in front. There's a chance there that's blocked off there. Berthume lost her stick. Now gets it back, and here come the Jills back the other way. Kennedy Grolke sends it in deep. Emily Grieg puts a stop to it, and Amanda Pouchnick to Grace Torma. Ahead to Lena Berthume, half wall on the far side. She'll chip it off the boards. Ahead for Molly Millar, just missed her, and kind of got her turned around and went right between her legs. Far corner it goes. Millar on the forecheck tries to work it loose. Josie Bender coming in to join the play on the near side. Forces a turnover. Bender with a shot. Hansen with a shot and a goal. Oh boy, Hansen went down in the butterfly and got a piece of it, but trickles through 5-hole. Josie Bender gets Stevens Point on the board here. 11:11 to go in period number 1. So Josie Bender with her 3rd of the year for the Pointers. And that is a big goal here to get Stevens Point on the board. Kind of a forced a turnover from the near wall. And a shot that got through the 5-hole. Corinne Hansen. All right, the Gills far side, and a long outlet pass here. They'll call this good. No icing call here. Alyssa Yoakum around, out of the reach. Bladel fires it in. Grieg with a save. She'll scoop and hang on with 10:53 to go here in the first period. So Stevens Point on the board. It's Josie Bender from Alyssa Yoakum at 8:49. So Josie Bender, again, her third of the year. Sent back in, Winsenson around. A rolling puck to the near side as the Gills look to get back to even. Squirts around far corner, Maddie Anderle with it. Anderle ahead, Granovsky. She'll go rink wide ahead. Haley Stanius joining the rush here and tipped away by the Lumber Gills to the far corner. Granovsky looks to set up. Here's Anderle to Granovsky. Out high, long range shot. Corinne Hansen makes the save as Courtney Leising fired that one up from just inside the blue line on the far side. As Stevens Point here. Around the other way. I got it. All right, so they are saying it's Alyssa Yoakum on the rebound. That's why. So it's Alyssa Yoakum with her third of the year from Josie Bender. I was wondering how that got through, but what they say is it squirted loose, and Yoakum on the rebound tapped it in. All right, here's Grace Torma, throws it behind the net. Coming up on the midway point of this first period, either way. Stevens Point to the lead. Far side, Torma sends it back the other way for Sarah Adalin out of her reach. And all the way coming back down, but not far enough for icing. Here's Amanda Pouchnick. She's forced off. Now Northland walks in. A shot fired and chip shoulder save made. Rebound bounces loose. Is pretty good chance there by Kylie Moffitt of the Gills. And now penalty call coming up here as it is Annika Horman tripped up through the neutral zone. 9:37 to go. We're going to get the media timeout. Stevens Point to the power play with a 1-0 lead when we come back on the Pointer Sports Network.
UWSP Athletics partners with BSN Sports, the largest provider of team sports equipment and apparel in the country. Pointers and BSN would like to thank all the coaches on and off the field. While BSN Sports is the best at equipping athletes, coaches are the best at equipping lives, and that's the real final score. Learn more at bsnsports.com.
Hey sports fans, if supportive teammates, a great culture, and an honest shot at advancement make for a win, then you'll be victorious when you join Skyward's award-winning team. You'll help put powerful data in the hands of school leaders who serve over 7 million students around the world. Innovation, collaboration, and fun are all a part of the Skyward culture. So what are you waiting for? Apply today at skyward.com/careers and join more than 275 Pointer alumni at Skyward.
All right, out of the media timeout here, Taylor Richmond off for slashing, and Stevens Point to their first power play. To say these two teams have struggled on the power play this year would be an understatement. Stevens Point 3 of 59, 5.1%. And let's see, it is penalty kill-wise for the Gills, 61 of 81 they've killed off, 75.3%. Off the draw, Stevens Point controls, Winsenson. Lena Berthume at the point. She'll walk up, fires a shot, rebound is there. Hansen cleared it out and then chipped up to the side of the net. And they'll rim it around the boards and comes all the way down the length of the ice. Pointer is a good shot from the perimeter there. And it is Stevens Point, Sarah Adalin trying to walk through a defender here on the near side. Now poke free again. Allie Granowski lost an edge, but Northland able to get it, and they'll dump it back down. Both these teams, 3 of 59 on the power play for the year. Ahead, chipped into the zone. It is Maddie Anderle sends it in. Stevens Point will give chase with a minute remaining in the power play. It jumps over the stick of Alyssa Yoakum. Emily Grieg going to come out and smother it and just get a face-off here. As streaking ahead there, Kylie Moffitt shorthanded. Nothing doing. So a face-off in the Stevens Point end. Shots on goal, 8-6 in favor of the Pointers, but it's Alyssa Yoakum's rebound goal here that has given the Pointers the lead. Now poked away, cleared out, and Soli Doyle with a nice job here. Stevens Point had too many players on the ice for a second there. Now they'll walk in, shot fired, blocked. Lysing wired that one up. They'll slide it out high. Berthume at the point near side. Through to the middle, long range shot. Yoakum with another shot. Pad save made by Hansen. Rebound to the near side, and they'll cycle it here with Lysing. Lysing leaves it back near side. Berthume walks in. She'll rifle a shot. Blocker save. Rebound chopped at, and comes back to Berthume on the near side. Lena Berthume cross ice. Now to Lysing, a long-range shot up high, and I think hit the face mask of the goaltender, and it's Soli Doyle. Doyle now to the far corner, back to Doyle, and a little miscommunication here with Lena Berthume, and puck rolls out of the way out of the zone. 5 seconds remaining here on the Pointer power play. 7:38 to go in the first period. We're back to even strength. Pointers with it on the far side, Maddie Anderle chipping it in. Going deep with it now, Courtney Lysing sends it in. It is Annika Horman. Deep after it, and on the near side, they'll look to center. Pouchnick sends it back in. Pointers are offside, they'll touch up. Horman, Adalan set up the forecheck here for the Pointers. Now they fan on it, far side, walking it through to the middle. Kept alive by the Pointers momentarily, and it is Sarah Adalan chipping it to the side of the net. Corinne Hansen reaching out, and she'll get down covered up with the glove, and we'll get a whistle here. 7:05 to go here in the first period. Playoffs in full swing. Coming up in our intermissions, we'll give you a rundown of kind of what's happening in the West. And River Falls a guarantee to get in the NCAA tournament. Eau Claire knocking on the door. All right, Maddie Bladel, honorable mention, all WIAC a year ago, around, leads it out the other way. Hannah Ballman walks through a defender, and Emily Grieg will cover it up. A little set play off the face-off there. Hannah Ballman out, got it through Grace Torma, but Torma did a good job to recover on the back check to prevent her from getting to the puck cleanly. We'll get a whistle and a face-off to the right side of Emily Grieg. Shot off the draw, coming to the side of the net, cleared out, and losing the stick here is Emily Grieg. Near side Bladel coming for it. Grieg gets it back, up in the air, bounces behind the net. Lysing will get there for Stevens Point, shoves it ahead to Anderle. Intercepted, back the other way, Hannah Ballman coming. There's a one-timer that's whiffed on there by Audrey Ellerington. Now the Ballman tries to throw it out in front again. Here's Ellerington with it. She'll go behind the net. And Stevens Point's Grace Torma comes away with it. She'll circle back now, walks right into 2 forecheckers though, but finally gets it free. Here's Stevens Point back the other way, Allie Granowski. To center ice, Courtney Lysing. She'll cut to the right wing. Lysing 1-on-3. Lysing a little head fake, now drops. Left it in the far corner, had it tipped away by a defender, and Northland trying to clear it out. Pointers on the near side hold the zone momentarily with Katie Stanius. Alyssa Yoakum with it now. She'll cycle ahead. Zips a pass ahead. That's out of the reach that time of Josie Bender. And here's Kayla Stumo with it. Stumo in the neutral zone, walks 2 defenders, dumps it into the near corner. Stevens Point giving chase. First to get there is Daphne Gray of the Lumberjills. Around the boards on the far side, Winsenson hustling, couldn't hold the zone. Leaves it back to Haley Stanius. To the red line, she'll flip it in. Hansen a stick saved in the near corner. Maddie Bladel for Northland, can't clear it out, and she'll get it back and now zips it around to L. Black. Lumberjills throw it around, far side Winsenson holds it in. She'll wire a shot, that goes through. Near side Haley Stanius with it. Stanius scoops it up along the near wall, into the corner behind the net. Adalan racing after it for Stevens Point. And the Pointers unable to keep possession here as Northland tips it out into the neutral zone. 5 minutes to go here in the first period. A 1-0 lead on Alyssa Yoakum's rebound goal. Sarah Adalan getting some space, leaves it back to Berthume. Berthume now to Adalan. Adalan in the far corner. Adalan with a defender falling down in the play. A jam in front of the net, cleared out. Far corner off the wall. Pointers try to hold it in, but Northland is able to squirt it out, and it's going to actually come all the way through the neutral zone to the near side. Lena Berthume gets a piece on it through a couple of defenders. Durfee is the first to get back there. And cycling with it here, Yvonne Durfee to the near side, played by Yoakum. Schemenauer will throw it in. That's blocked aside by Emily Grieg of the Pointers. Stevens Point now off the near wall. Maddie Anderle with it on the near side. She'll get across the red line and get it deep and let Courtney Leising and Allie Gronowski go to work. Anderle joins the play now in the near corner, looks to center, but nobody home. 4 minutes to go in the first period. Northland with it. Back the other way they go. Hannah Ballman. Rink wide to Audrey Ellerington. Ballman chasing after it again, but Emily Grieg put the brakes on it behind the net. Courtney Leising will get it. Slides it ahead. Gronowski on the left wing, 2-on-2. Gronowski out of gas, so she'll dump it to the far corner where Anderle will give chase to the near side. Back through to the middle, intercepted. Pointers shove it back. Stanyas ahead. Josie Bender knocked down in the play, and that allows Northland to get possession. They'll come back the other way. Richards a long-range shot. That's blockered aside by Emily Grieg. Haley Stanyas for the Pointers behind her own net. Now throws it far side to Lauren Winsenson, who will wheel with it behind the net, trying to lead the breakout here. She'll reverse back again. Boy, 3-4 checkers coming hard here for the Jills. Now they force a turnover. Shot fired in the goal. A shot from the point on the far side. Kiera Richards. I'm not sure if somebody got a piece of it in front of the net or not. 3:13 to go in the first. We're tied at 1. Looked like it changed direction on Emily Grieg and went through 5-hole. We shall see. So it is Northland getting back to even here after the Pointers had really been controlling the pace. All right, off the face-off, dumped in, coming up on 3 minutes to go in the first period. Turnover forced by the Pointers here. Lena Berthume giving chase in the far corner. Looks to center. Out high it goes. Torma, long-range shot. Changes direction. Comes back to the near side, but nobody home. Banging it off the glass, but not out. Sarah Adalin with it. Adalin cycling a shot. Front coming. Backhanded shot. Hansen with a save on Berthume. And a rebound loose to the side of the net. Berthume and a pile up to the side of the net. And now Northland back the other way. Richmond, a long-range pass for her, goes too far. As Northland really bringing the pressure on here. Now Richmond again. Now they joust for it to the side of the net. They'll wrap it around the boards. Far side, it's Daphne Gray. Gray firing a shot. Grieg with a save, and here's Courtney Leising. Leising will lead the charge out on the near side. Flips a backhand through. That's gobbled up by the Lumberjills. Long-range shot here, and that's kicked aside by Emily Grieg with the stick up into the netting and out of play. 2:11 to go here, a game tied at 1. So Kiera Richards, they're going to say it got through clean. Kiera Richards from Kylie Moffitt at 16:47 for the Jills. And a shot fired, and Emily Grieg makes the save there and smothers it. So Kiera Richards with her first of the year, I believe. As we sort through things statistically, yep, her first of the year. All right, Allie Gronowski ahead on the near side. Gronowski, all kinds of space, turns, fires a shot, deflected shot in the goal. Allie Gronowski came, hit the shot. I think it deflected, may have gotten off the shoulder of Hansen and trickles into the back of the net. Stevens Point answers with 1:53 to go. A 2-1 lead here. So Gronowski, that'll be her third of the year. But more importantly, we'll put Stevens Point ahead as we near the end of the first period. Richards, the goal scorer, 2-on-2. Here's Northland in, firing a shot. Grieg kicks that out. Here's Winsenson with behind the net, Stevens Point net, and Elrington getting cleared out here by Haley Stanyas. And a little whacking going on between those two as they work it, and still now Northland coming through. Elrington right in front. Haley Stanyas coming here, and I think Stevens Point's going to get a penalty. Boy, it is Haley Stanyas with a hooking call going to come up here, or Katie Stanyas, excuse me, as it was Audrey Elrington and Stanyas tied up for the longest time in front of the net, and think Stanius made the last move with the stick that got the whistle, and deservedly so. So Northland to the power play. Again, 3 of 59 on the year, 5.1%. Stevens Point on the penalty kill, 64 out of 78, 82.1%. Granoski, the goal scorer here, most recently for the Pointers, wins the draw. Kayla Stumo will get it. She'll go behind her own net. Now lifted ahead. Oh, plucked out of midair by Elle Black, and they're going to say play to the high stick. That's a pretty nifty play there by Elle Black out of midair, but a high stick there. We'll get a whistle here, and they'll reset things with 1:13 to go here in the first period. Granoski ahead. Trying to shove it ahead is Alyssa Yoakum along the far board. Northland with it. They'll set it up. Still 1:40 to go in the power play for the Jills. In the far side, it's Taylor Richmond cycling with it. Tried to center, now leaves it. Ellerington throws it far side, and Yoakum able to get it through a stick check, and Yoakum will dump it down the length of the ice. Under a minute to go here in the first period. This WIAC opening round game. All right, for Northland, kicks free at center ice. Kate Holtz. She'll revert back with it. Now looks for it. Red line on the far side. Jills will get it deep. Lauren Winsenson, the first to get there for the Pointers. She'll wrap it around the boards. Holtz holds it into the far side. She'll go far corner. Looks to center. Now back to the near side. Durfee can't get a shot off. 16 seconds to go. Now a shot whistles through. Kiera Richards. Back at the blue line, far side. Feeds it. Far face-off circle. Through to the middle. They'll shove it to the far side again. Here's Hannah Ballman. Looks to center back again. Pointers try to eat it up in the far corner. 2 seconds. Now they'll rifle it along. It'll come out, but that'll do it. 20 minutes in the books in this opening game of the WIAC Championship presented by Culver's. Of course, both these teams battling for the O'Brien Cup here. And it'll be Stevens Point with a 2-1 lead after 20 minutes. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll come back. We'll get you first period recap. Kind of set the schedule stage here for the WIAC tournament. And, well, you'll hear from Pointers head coach Ann Ninneman. That's coming up as well. Stevens Point a 2-1 lead after one period. This is Pointer Tournament Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network.
UWSP Athletics would like to thank Century World, a valued sponsor of Pointers Athletics. Nestled in the heart of central Wisconsin, Century World is a great place to hold your next event. With breathtaking facilities coupled with a wide variety of packages and amenities to deliver an exceptional experience, and with an award-winning 18-hole golf course with rolling greens to the famous Flower Hole, Century World consistently ranks as one of the best destination golf courses in the nation. For more information, visit centuryworld.com.
Support for Pointers Hockey is brought to you by Edward Jones, a financial services firm helping individuals and business owners. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Also by Dunkin' Donuts and Baskin Robbins, 617 Division Street in Stevens Point, and Marshall Clinic Health System, official sports medicine provider of UW Stevens Point Athletics. Corporate sponsorship's a great way to activate your brand among Pointer fans. For more information, contact Clark Eckhoff at 715-302-1504.
The WIAC Ice Hockey Championships are brought to you by Culver's. Welcome to Delicious. Culver's congratulates the WIAC on its long history of athletic success and outstanding academic accomplishments. Over 5,000 student athletes compete in WIAC sports, and Culver's recognizes the student athletes of the WIAC for their hard work, dedication, and commitment to excellence on and off the field. Culver's is proud to be a sponsor of the WIAC, the Conference of Champions.
All right, back here at KB Willett Arena in Stevens Point. Tom Weaver on the Pointers Sports Network. Glad you're with us on this Tuesday afternoon for the opening round of the WIAC tournament. Stevens Point, a 2-1 lead. They outshoot the Lumberjills in the first period, 15-12. And definitely the more quality scoring chances coming from the Pointers. Jills will have 39 seconds of a power play remaining when we begin period number 2. Pointers got on the board a goal originally credited to Josie Bender. They now tell us it's Alyssa Yoakum on the rebound on the first goal for the Pointers. So Yoakum with her third goal of the year from Josie Bender at 8:49. Northland came back, evened things up. Kiera Richards, her first of the year from Kylie Moffitt at 16:47. We were tied at 1, but Stevens Point answering at 18:09. Allie Gronowski, her third of the year from Maddie Anderle. Stevens Point a 2-1 lead after one period. Again, 15-12, the shots on goal. Both teams 0 for 1 in the power play. Northland still on their first power play. Again, 39 seconds remaining in that power play. Not credited with a shot so far. Stevens Point, their only power play attempt, they were credited with 4 shots on goal. Corin Hansen makes 13 first period saves for the Gills. Emily Grieg with 11 for the Pointers, and Northland winning 65.5% of the faceoffs here in the first period, going 17-9 from the faceoff dot. So again, the winner of this game gets River Falls, the top-ranked team in the country, unanimous 25-0. They beat Eau Claire 4-1 this past weekend to wrap up their series and cement their number 1 ranking atop of things. So it will be either Northland or Stevens Point at River Falls. Would assume those games would probably, let's see here. The River Falls men are going to be here, so no scheduling issues there. Perhaps Friday night, Saturday afternoon is usually what they would do, whoever, if it's Northland or Stevens Point. Superior will be at Eau Claire. Eau Claire finished, let's see here, 9-3 overall. There are only 3 losses to River Falls. Superior finishing at 5-6-1, and they opened things up with sweeps over Stevens Point and Northland to close out the regular season. To get to that in order to go to Eau Claire. And then Saturday, March the 2nd, the O'Brien Cup Championship at the highest seed. River Falls has won 10 of those. Eau Claire 1 in the 11 years of the WIAC Championship and the O'Brien Cup there. On the NCHA side, they are down to the semifinals already, as they had their quarterfinal tournament weekend last weekend. Top-seeded Adrian dispatched Lawrence in 2 games. 4th-seed Lake Forest took a mini-game. They beat Concordia, Wisconsin 3-1 Friday, lost 4-2 Saturday, and then won the mini-game 2-0. Aurora beat Marion 5-1 on Friday, and then a 1-1 tie advances the Spartans there. And St. Norbert, the number 2 seed, beat Trine in a pair of 3-2 games. That Saturday game went to overtime. So the semifinals coming up on Friday night. The 3rd seed Aurora is at St. Norbert, and then on Saturday, the 4th seed Lake Forest is at Adrian. And so single games there, and then they'll play the championship game coming up on the 2nd as well. And then in the MIAC, there's a game Wednesday night, the 5-4 seed. It's the 5 seed Bethel at Hamlin. That game Wednesday. The winner of that game will get the top seed Gustavus. The 3-2 game is St. Mary's, the 3 seed at the 2 seed Augsburg. And again, they'll play a single championship game coming in. If you look at the way numbers break down right now, River Falls is a lock in the tournament with the number 1 overall pairwise, so they'd get the Pool B. But where things get interesting for other teams in the WIAC, most notably Eau Claire, the Pool C bids right now, Middlebury at 6, Hamilton at 7, and Cortland at 8. Eau Claire right now 9th in the pairwise. They would be the first team out of the tournament. As the West teams, if you look at all the first place teams getting the automatic bids, it would be Gustavus and Adrian with River Falls as the Pool B team. And then again, Middlebury, Hamilton, Cortland, it would be Eau Claire, Colby, Trinity, and Utica, the first 4 teams out, if you look at the way the things break down currently. And in the poll, River Falls in the U.S. College Hockey Online poll is number 1 unanimously at 25-0. Eau Claire is 6th. I should say Adrian 5th, Eau Claire 6th, and Augsburg coming in 15th in the poll at 19-6. St. Mary's receiving some votes among the teams in the West, as is Hamlin. Here's Stevens Point, a 2-1 lead over Northland after 20 minutes. We'll take a break, come back and hear from the head coach of the Pointers as our first intermission rolls on. And Ninneman coming up next here on the Pointers Sports Network.
Visit your local Festival Foods today and pick up a sweet treat from their Scratch Bakery, your favorite decadent entree from their savory meat department, or fresh produce to feed your body from their Days Fresher produce department. Shopping with Festival Foods earns you discounts on Quick Trip gas, so you can pump up the savings. The more you spend, the more you save. Register your card to easily manage your gas rewards points. Only at Festival Foods, a proud sponsor of UW Stevens Point Athletics.
There's a lot of good going on all around us. And Aspirus Health is proud to be home to so much of it. We are here for you and your family, here for the community, planning for the future, and here for good. Because that's how it should be among people who care for one another. And that's what keeps driving us forward at Aspirus. Good people with good hearts, delivering great care. Care that will keep getting better as we grow and thrive together. Aspirus Health. Passion for excellence. Compassion for people.
Hughes Service is your local family-owned Ford dealer. For your next new or used vehicle or all your service needs, Hughes Service has you covered. If you're looking to lease or finance your next Ford, Hughes Service has competitive lease specials and financing options on new Ford vehicles and an extensive collection of quality pre-owned and certified vehicles at affordable prices to suit your needs. Come see what your neighbors already know. You're always welcome at Hughes Service in Millador. Hard water belongs in the rink, not in your home. Maher Water Corporation has been delivering safe, clean water to all their customers with trained and certified staff since 1950. How's your water? Go to maherwater.com and get your free water test. Maher Water Corporation, your trusted name in water treatment in central and northern Wisconsin since 1950. Call them today at 888-796-2437.
Continue with our Pointer hockey coverage on the Pointer Sports Network this afternoon. WIAC first round game. Pointer women hosting Northland College at KB Willett Arena. We take a minute now to chat with Pointer's head coach, Ann Ninneman. And Coach, before we get to the start of your tournament trail today, man, time flies. I know you only played 25 regular season games, but just seems like a week ago it was Halloween and we were chatting it up about how you're excited to get things going. Time really flies, doesn't it?
Yeah, it flies, especially with such a short winter outside. It seems like spring is here, spring has sprung, and it's not even hockey playoff season.
Yeah, since we saw you last, went to Superior 2 games, right? And kind of if you look at your season in a microcosm, kind of on the weekend, 2 games you're very much in, had a chance both times, and just unable to get it out of there with a couple of wins.
Yeah, we battled hard, we competed, that's what we needed to do, and we couldn't finish, and that's kind of been the story of our season. We got to find ways to win games, put the puck in the back of the net, especially with freshman goaltending.
Yeah, as I think I look, you've had like a dozen games that have been like 2 goals or less, or ties, or in that neighborhood. You know, how do you approach that with your team here? You know, you're right in every one of these games, and it doesn't take much to turn the tables on those.
Yeah, it's hard not to put the pressure on scoring goals, but that's what we have to do. So it's trying to make it in practice that we finish everything and make it very, very important in practice. And then when game day comes, you just hope that they resort to habit, which has been hopefully good in practices. But yeah, it's hard not to put the pressure on goal scoring, but that's what we need.
How would you assess, I guess, your young car? You've had some young faces in the lineup here this year from day one until now. They've made some improvements, haven't they?
Yeah, absolutely. Our young kids have grown a ton. Our freshman class has played a big impact in our season, and I think they've grown from start till now, and excited to see what they have after this.
Given your playoff format here, I know you're not thrilled to be here today, but you did the work to get this a home game.
Yes, yeah, we're pleased to be at home right now. We're pleased to have another game. So there's other teams that are currently done. So we're happy to be here.
As you come into it, is there a different feel when you come to the rink knowing that today could be your last day?
Yeah, there absolutely is. You know, it's a little bit more pressure because it's win or go home. But I think we've got ourselves in a good mindset that we are expecting to win this game, but we are expecting it to not be easy. We have to compete.
I think the other thing, too, is when you look at that mindset of knowing, hey, it is limiting your own mistakes, right? Don't kill yourself and you'll be in much better shape.
Yes, take care of the puck. That has been our message this week. Take care of the puck.
All right, what's your scouting report on Northland? This is an improved team. They've been coming along. I know they haven't had much conference success, but this is a program that continues to come along.
Yeah, absolutely. They've won some big games throughout the season. They've had a great season. We have beat them 3 times, but that means nothing. Their goaltenders have given us trouble, and that's where we've struggled this year. So we have to come out on fire and be on the right foot and on our page.
The other thing is, Chris Brooks once told me, come playoff time, your best players need to be your best players.
Yes, that is a very true statement.
All right, good luck here this afternoon.
Thank you. All
right, Pointers head coach Ann Edmond. Stay tuned. Coming up on the Pointers Sports Network.
Bring home incredible internet, TV, and phone services with TDS Fiber. Register now at tdsfiber.com/radio. Enjoy cyber-spacious internet speeds up to 1 gig at your home or business. Plus, change the way you watch TV with our whole home DVR. Can't get that with cable. Powerful internet, premium services. Go to tdsfiber.com/radio to register, learn about bonus offers, and more. TDS Fiber available in certain areas. See website for details.
Rock and Roll Cafe is proud to be a part of the Stevens Point community and would like to thank everyone for all the support over the past 9 years. With high-quality food and a fun, inviting atmosphere, Rock and Roll Cafe features all-day breakfast and a Friday fish fry with convenient ordering for takeout and delivery. Rock and Roll Cafe, a little corner where everybody's welcome and treated like a rock star. Open Monday through Sunday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. at 2801 Stanley Street, Stevens Point.
There's a lot of good going on all around us, and Aspirus Health is proud to be home to so much of it. We're all about good people with good hearts, delivering great care. It's what we do, it's who we are, and it's everything we believe in. So no matter what life is throwing at you or your community, you can count on Aspirus to be here for you, for good. Look to Aspirus Health. Passion for excellence, compassion for people.
Goal Line Golf and Hockey in Schofield is Wisconsin's premier source for all your golf, hockey, and skating needs. They treat every customer like the home team. Whether you're a beginner or a pro, see the experts at Goal Line and get fit for your next step on the ice or out on the links. Located at 1430 Grand Avenue in Schofield, Goal Line's been the place to score since 1984. Everyone at Goal Line says, "Go Pointers!"
The WIAC Ice Hockey Championships are brought to you by Culver's. Welcome to Delicious. Culver's congratulates the WIAC on its long history of athletic success and outstanding academic accomplishments. Over 5,000 student athletes compete in WIAC sports, and Culver's recognizes the student athletes of the WIAC for their hard work, dedication, and commitment to excellence on and off the field. Culver's is proud to be a sponsor of the WIAC, the Conference of Champions.
Want to stay in the game online with the Pointers? Visit the official UWSP Athletics website, athletics.uwsp.edu. The online home of the Pointers provides the ultimate fan experience across all devices. You'll find the latest Pointers news, rosters, schedules, results, links to live broadcasts, statistics, and other links to the social media pages of the Pointers, and much, much more. Your gateway to the Pointers Sports Network, athletics.uwsp.edu.
All right, ready to roll here for the second period. Stevens Point at 2-1 lead. Northland will have 39 seconds remaining of a power play as we begin this middle frame. Alyssa Yoakum, Allie Granoski with goals for the Pointers. Kiera Richards tallying for the Lumberjills. Puts us 2-1. All right, off the draw, controlled by Northland. As Maddie Bladel trying to fight her way to the red line on the near side, now circles back. Nifty little lead pass ahead here for Jamie Steinmetz. Steinmetz long-range pass, and Grieg makes a save and then cleared out of there by Alyssa Yoakum. But not before a defender got a stick on it in close. Kayla Stumo with it now. She'll hammer it off the far boards and out. Good job there by Bladel to keep possession of the puck, but it came out, so they were offside. Stevens Point now short-handed. They'll flip it ahead. Sarah Adalin racing to try to get to it on the near side and play the position game here. On the forecheck, she's able to get it. Adalin throws it in front for Lysing, but nobody home. Boy, Adalin giving a rough ride behind the net now. Gets back to her feet. Near side, here's Katie Stanius. Stanius looks to come in. Back to even strength. Both teams 5-on-5 here as the Pointers clear it off. Here is Katie Stanius, a shot. Hansen kicks that to the far boards. Jamie Steinmetz the first to get there. Maddie Anderle a centering effort there. Stanius throws it deep again. It's Haley Stanius. Now Katie Stanius in the near corner. Stanius, a backhander, knocked off of her stick, and the Pointers turn it over, and Northland breaks it out back the other way. Kate Holtz to the far side. She'll flip it deep for the assistant captain here for the Jills. Slides loose of the blue line. Here's Courtney Lysing. Maybe a one-on-one chance if she hustles. Cuts to the far side. Gets to her forehand. Rips a shot. Got through Hansen, but went wide of the far post. Boy, portion of the blocker. Now Anderle turns. She'll wire a shot. That goes high over the top of the net. Hung up on the backside of the net. And it's Northland that digs it free there. Holtz on the far side. She'll chop it up in the air. And it's deflected right at the shot, so no icing there. And Amanda Pouchnick, the first to get back there for Stevens Point. 2 minutes into the second period, Stevens Point a 2-1 lead. Annika Horman on the right wing brings it in. Horman picked up, and she'll go behind the net now and kicking around a defender. Lena Berthume in on the far side puts the brakes on it. She'll roll it for Gronowski behind the net. Gronowski, stick lift, goes to the near corner to try to free it up. They go down in a heap, and a puck still loose. Northland comes away with it. They'll clear it. Oh, turned it over, but a bouncing puck. Alyssa Yoakum couldn't corral it. She was ready to tee that one up between the circles. Lena Berthume hammers it off the glass ahead. Here's Molly Millar. Shoves it far side to Gronowski. Behind her, she wasn't ready for it. So Gronowski now has to lift it off. Molly Millar had her stick chopped out of her hand. And here comes the Lumberjills back the other way. Rink wide, Moffitt, left wing, cuts in. Wires a shot. Glove save made by Emily Grieg, and she'll hang on. 17-17 to go in the second period. Stevens Point still a 2-1 lead. Shots on goal, 16-13 in favor of the Pointers now. Look at things. Lena Berthume credited with 4 shots on goal. Allie Gronowski with 4. Courtney Leising with 3 so far here for the Pointers. Lauren Winsenson for the Pointers shoves it up the wall on the far side. Northland converges in to get it. Molly Millar now gets it. Millar back to the far corner. Northland takes it away again. They try to center it. Winsenson will wrap it around the boards to the near side. Pointers unable to clear it here. Northland Black putting some pressure on in the near corner. To a side in the near corner. Black with it again. She's tied up here by Soli Doyle. And finally, it is Haley Stanius that throws it around to the far side. Northland again chopping a shot. That was blocked before it got through. Pointer is able to come away with it. Some separation. Here comes Molly Millar. Millar with some space. Cuts to center ice. Now to the far side. Millar walks right through. Whiffs on it. And then poked backwards. And Northland clears it out to center ice. Pointers send it right back in. Maddie Anderle had it. Lost it. Back the other way comes Northland. Long range shot. Kicked aside by Grieg. And a rebound to the near side and cleared out into the neutral zone. Leising trying to dig it free. Gronowski with it now at center ice. Gronowski in. Anderle on the right wing. Firing a shot. That just missed. Leising now to it on the far side. She'll cycle. Trying to get free for a shot out high. She'll wire it. Save made by Hansen. Rebound is there. Leising poking for it again. Bouncing puck. Can't get a shot off. Trying to poke it free to Gronowski here. But Northland able to get possession and clear it out. No, it ricochets off a couple of skates. Anderle with it. She'll get it deep. Pointers need a change here. Both Gronowski and Anderle come off. Leising with a big hit on the far side, or collision for lack of a better term there. Sarah Adalin with it on the near side. Skips it free. Here's Leising. Feeds it right in front. Redirected. Corin Hansen, a sprawling save as the Pointers work a little 2-on-1 in front of the net there. And Hansen able to cover it up. We'll get a whistle. 15:29 to go here in the second period. Stevens Point still a 2-1 lead. Tournament time here. Pointer basketball team hosting Whitewater tonight in the WIAC first round game there on the men's basketball side. And now Pointer's turnover right in front of the net. Backhanded shot save made by Hansen and covers as it is Sarah Adalin. Maybe in a little bit too tight, didn't have much room to work. But got to the net, but Hansen covered it up. Pointer men will host River Falls in the WIAC semifinals this weekend. River Falls beating UW Superior on the men's side. Eau Claire and Stout in the other series. Stumo wires a shot, that's blocked. Stout dispatching Northland on the men's side in the first round series last weekend. Pointers and Eau Claire get the buys. All right, Halfwell in the far side. They'll scrum for it. Northland digs it out. They've got some space here. As it is, I believe it's Hannah Ballman with it. Long range shot. Yep. Now she'll go back to the front of the net. Check that as Joey Schemenauer. Pointers will get possession of it here. Here's Sarah Adalin. Fights her way to the red line. She'll get it deep, and a penalty call coming up here against the Jills. Boy, a late call here, but it's going to be a hooking call in Stevens Point. With a 2-1 lead, 14:43 to go here in the second period. Stevens Point will head to their second power play of the afternoon. Credited with 4 shots on goal on that first power play. As let's see who it is. Yeah, I think it's Elle Black that's going to go. She's trying to talk her way out. We'll see. So, 14:40 to go here. Stevens Point on the power play. Soli Doyle wires a shot blocker to side, comes right in front, poked at Hansen with a save. Rebound loose and then dropped to the side of the net is Courtney Leising. Oh, I had another chance there, but Northland clears it out. Jill's wrapping around down the length of the ice. Stevens Point. Granoski skates her way into the neutral zone, far side, cuts in front of Courtney Leising. She'll come in. Now Granoski behind the net, has a Dahlin in front of the net, but nobody there. So Winsenson now scoops it, shot off the shin pad there of Anderle. And Northland will get it, and they'll clear it down the length of the ice. Minute 20 remaining in the hooking call to Elle Black. Kate Holtz running some traffic here, shorthanded. Kennedy Grolke with it now. Holtz turns, fires a shot, that goes wide. Near corner, Stevens Point back to get it. Coming up on a minute to go here in the Pointer power play. Berthume ahead. It is Alyssa Yoakum. Yoakum ahead, works it in with Leising. She's tripped up on the play. And Northland took it away, and they'll lift it down the length of the ice again. Grieg down to the butterfly and then steers it aside. 40 seconds remaining as Katie Stanius to Lena Berthume, right back to Winsenson on the near side. She'll carry it in. Winsenson leaves a drop pass for Stanius. That's tipped loose. Around it goes to the far side. Annika Horman puts the brakes on it, and Northland picks it up, and they'll slide it down the length of the ice again. Coming up on 7 minutes into the second period, Stevens Point a 2-1 lead. 15 seconds remaining on their second power play of the afternoon. Soli Doyle chips it ahead, where Daphne Gray sends it right back the other way. Granoski able to shake loose here on the near side. Here comes Allie Granoski, 2-on-1 back the other way. Granoski waits, fires a shot. Hansen with a save. Oh man, Allie Granoski, a good chance there. Had Annika Horman on the far side, tried to get a rebound, but Corin Hansen with a nice save and did not produce a rebound. So face off to the left side, 2 seconds remaining in the power play. And off the face-off, here's Anderle. Tried to slide it in front. She'll cut around. Tried to get a shot off, but couldn't. Now we'll get it. Fires a shot. That wired wide. Leising tried to tip in front. Northland back at full strength here as they've killed the penalty off. Hannah Bauman on the forecheck chasing after it here for the Jills. Pokes it free, and Stevens Point now Anderle ahead. Throws it, turned it over. Here's Joey Schemenauer in. She'll bounce it in. Emily Grieg with a save. And she'll scoop it back in with the paddle and cover it up, and we'll get a whistle. 12:15 to go here in the second period. Stevens Point first period goals from Alyssa Yoakum and Allie Granoski. Kira Richards scoring for the Jills. And Stevens Point a 2-1 lead. Off the draw, half wall on the far side. Northland skips it free, and it is Josie Bender walking out with it. Bender, far side, Bender ahead, and it is Molly Millar. Katie Stanius reaching on the forecheck, couldn't come away with it. Hannah Ballman waits for it, goes a little bit too far. Kayla Stumo from one knee, rattles it behind the net, and I believe this is Alyssa Yoakum. She'll go ahead. Too far for Josie Bender. Jills intercept, send it back in, they're offsides. Grieg puts a paddle to it and gives it to Kayla Stumo. Stumo ahead, Josie Bender. Again, can't get it cleanly, and they'll shove it off a defender and in. Giving chase, Molly Millar lifts a stick. Katie Stanius after it on the near side, along with Millar. Centering pass picked up by Northland. Pinballs off a skate. Northland with it. They could have a 3-on-2 here if they hustle. Here's Maddie Bladel charging to the far side. Bladel trying to work around. Far corner, leaves it there. Waiting for help to come, and it is Kennedy Grolke in. She'll try to pick it up between the legs, but it's Haley Stanius doing a nice job to work it free for the Pointers. Lena Berthume, she'll skip it ahead to Sarah Adalin. And again, Pointers cannot connect on the pass here, and it comes back. Lena Berthume with it again. Berthume right wing, she'll cut in now, and a long-range shot skips in. Hansen makes a save, and she'll hang on. 10:52 to go here in period number 2. We'll get a face-off in the Northland end. Shots on goal now 21-15. in favor of the Pointers. And a face-off to the left side of Corinne Hansen. Weising to take the draw for the Pointers. Shoves it for Gronowski, but Northland a nice job here to lead the breakout. Waiting for it, Kiera Richards ahead off the near wall. A nifty pass for Kylie Moffitt. And a centering pass. Leising picked a pocket, though. Bounces it off the near wall, just out of the reach of Anderle. Richards gets it. Kiera Richards turns. And Grieg with a stick save. She's going to cover and hang on with 10:32 to go here in the second period. Stevens Point a 2-1 lead here. And we'll get a face-off in the Stevens Point end. Good energy here from the Pointer bench right down below us. And a face-off to the left side of Emily Gree. Up the face-off, far face-off circle. Pulling it back. Nifty job here by the Pointers. And that is Natalie Ahern out there. So Ahern dressing as the extra forward here this afternoon for the Pointers. Chipped it out, might be a 2-on-1. Rink wide, here's Natalie Ahern in. Ahern coming, firing a shot, blocked by the Jills, and rebound to the near corner. Millar, Ahern, and it's Alyssa Yoakum chasing after it as well. Here's Sarah Adalin flying up the near side to get it. She'll try to get possession of it, but Northland between two defenders able to carve it free. Back to the nearest side. Berthume reaches off the glass. Centering pass in front goes through. Well, they're putting Adalin out here now, and she'll come back. A pass that the Pointers can't handle, and this will come all the way back down in their own end. Now around up in the far side, Sarah Adalin slows it down. She'll wait for help. Now zips it ahead. Here's Berthume off the near boards. Out of her reach, she'll sweep it behind the net and go. And Berthume gets it back, shoves it out to the point, far side. Grace Torma throws it, goes behind the net. Allie Gronowski, little stop-start here, and then tried to center it toward the front of the net for Annika Horman, but no dice. Northland will clear it out. This will go down the length of the ice, and will be an icing call. And with 9:10 to go here, no media timeout. Can't have the media timeout with an icing call coming here. And we'll get a face-off in the Stevens end. Yeah, I should say in the Northland end offensively. So, when our game staff here taking some grief. Media timeout, first timeout under 10 minutes, but can't be after something that would not allow a team to change. So an icing or net knocked off, whatever. Now Yoakum rattles a shot. Hansen with the glove save and hangs on. Now we'll get the media timeout here. 9:05 to go, second period. Stevens Point a 2-1 lead on the Pointers Sports Network.
Cousin Subs is now bigger and better in Stevens Point. Visit them today at 111 North Division Street with a fresh look that includes a drive-thru. Whether it's a grilled-to-order cheesesteak, Wisconsin cheese curds, or a party box of subs, Cousins has something for every occasion. Order online at cousinsubs.com or with the Cousin Subs mobile app. Cousin Subs, believe in better.
Bring home incredible internet, TV, and phone services with TDS Fiber. Register now at tdsfiber.com/radio. Enjoy cyber-spacious internet speeds up to 1 gig at your home or business. Plus, change the way you watch TV with our whole home DVR. Can't get that with cable. Powerful internet, premium services. Go to tdsfiber.com/radio to register, learn about bonus offers, and more. TDS Fiber available in certain areas. See website for details.
All right, media timeout in the books here. 9:05 to go, second period. Stevens Point a 2-1 lead in this first round playoff game off the draw. Northland flips it out. Grace Torma hustling back for the Pointers. Not far enough for icing. Torma on the near side, reverses back up, slides it ahead, just out of the reach of Soli Doyle. Now Doyle gets it back. She'll chop it to the near wall. In there to try to help out is Riley Novak out there for the Pointers. And the puck gets deep. And far side, this is Tara Regan. So, a shot fired off the side of the net. Bladel to the rebound here for Northland. She's turned around. A little energy from this fourth line of the Pointers here. Riley Novak, Tara Regan, Soli Doyle. Novak tried to bump it free on the far side. And they'll send it through and gets back deep again Pointer's going to change their forward line here. Actually, Regan's going to stay out there. And she'll come after it on the forecheck on the near side and now come off. They flip it deep, back to get it for Stevens Point, Kayla Stumo. Stumo, near side, bouncing puck a little bit here. That's finally corralled in, and here's a long outlet pass ahead that's spun around Allie Granoski. Far side, Courtney Leising back to get it with Alyssa Yoakum. Yoakum to the red line, now feeds it back through, gathered in nicely by Granoski. Granoski with Anderle coming in, shot, save made by Hansen and no rebound. Maddie Anderle in a prime position to seek out a rebound, but Corinne Hansen with a nice save here. And 7:48 to go in the second period. We'll get a face-off to the right side here of the senior netminder out of Rochester, Minnesota. Nine seniors in the lineup for Northland today. Here's Lauren Winsenson for the pointer. Centering pass through and just missed Natalie Ahern. Pointers will get it back on the near side. Katie Stanius walks it through a couple of defenders but lost the handle. Northland off the far wall clears it out. Center ice reaching for it. Stanius again. Here's Millar back for Stanius, but into the skates of one of the Jills. And here's Anderle firing a shot. Another shot block here by Northland, and they'll shove it to the far side. Rink-wide pass coming. Here's Hannah Ballman with some space. Ballman a long-range shot. Blockered aside there by Emily Grieg of the Pointers. Long-range chance there. Ballman just trying to make a rebound happen. Now for Berthume. Goes too far. No icing call. Side of the net. Berthume first to get there. Berthume, far corner. And still battling to keep it going. Here was Sarah Adalin. Adalin sets up shop in front of the net. Tried to center it to her. Bouncing puck slides out. Adalin reverses back to get it, and she'll head up on the far side. Adalin coming in. Wires a shot. Partially blocked to the near side. Soli Doyle after the rebound, but Northland clears it out to center ice. Alyssa Yoakum. She'll shove it deep. Right coming back out in front and trying to get there was Annika Horman for the Pointers. As the puck between the circles drags into the near corner. Battle for it along the boards, near side. Northland muscles that one free. Jill's back the other way. A long-range attempt deflected. Kayla Stumo will get it and send it toward Alyssa Yoakum. Now back out, Tara Regan. Back down to get it. Regan, Doyle, Riley Novak out there once again. Behind the net. Near side and through the neutral zone, Stuma lost the handle. Richmond keeps it going for Northland. Yoakum wraps it around. Defender steps in front of Riley Novak. Watch out here. Shot fired. Save. Actually blocked before it got through. Pointers get possession of it. Off the boards and out. Up the far side. Pointers with a costly turnover there. Kiera Richards, goal scorer here for Northland. Bouncing puck on the far side. Dumped in by the Pointers' Riley Novak. Pointers are off sides. They'll touch up. Now come off on a change. Northland back the other way. Three aside. Elle Black leaves it ahead on the right wing to Taylor Richmond in. Back through to the middle. Reaching Kylie Moffitt, but bounced over her stick. Near side. Moffitt will get it back. Black, sends it backwards. Rink wide. Here's Allie Gronowski. 1-on-1. Now a 2-on-1 with Leising. Gronowski waiting. Fires a shot and misses the net. Oh, Leising. And Gronowski working a 2-on-1 again and can't get a puck on net. Near corner it goes. Pointers trying to slide it up to Lauren Winsenson here on the near side, but it goes around the board's far side. Stanius hustling there, plucked out of midair by Leising momentarily. Now it's Maddie Anderle. Far side, Leising shoves it. Here's Winsenson with a shot. That's blocked nicely there by Kylie Moffitt of the Jills. Behind the net it goes. Gronowski. Collision behind the net allows Courtney Leising to have it for a minute. Now she's got it. Slides a backhander out high to Winsenson. She'll send it toward the net. Glove down by Courtney Leising. And Northland gets it off the near wall. Winsenson whiffs on it. And it comes back to Haley Stanius. Haley Stanius coming back behind her own net here. Now dumps it. And here come the Pointers. They whiff on it again. And up ahead near side Anderle. Near side, and it is Jamie Steinmetz that sends it in deep. Northland ends up with it. Centering pass in front comes out. Shot fired, save made, and a rebound attempt cleared out. Comes back in again, and Emily Grieg gets down to cover it up. 3:59 to go. The Pointers a little loose with the puck in their own end. And a couple of decent chances here for the Jills. Looking for the equalizer. Still 2-1. Stevens Point in the lead. 3:59 to go in the second period. Shots now 25-17 in favor of the Pointers. All right, Annika Horman trying to battle it free. Far corner it goes. Lauren Klein, lead pass ahead. Oh, held in nicely at the point on the far side. All right, this line here of Lauren Klein, Kate Holtz, Kennedy Grulke. For the Jills, they'll cycle it. Now Durfee tees it up, and there's a shot block there by Berthume. Rattled around the boards again, near side. Berthume trying to clear it out. Still sticking with it on the near side. 3:20 to go here in the second period as a pile up in the near corner. It's under one of the Jills here in the near corner, I think, and coming loose with it here is Kate Holtz. And they'll pile up again in the near side. Now finally slides out to Durfee at the point on the near side. She'll send it back around again as it is for Stevens Point. Durfee actually for Northland now slides it cross ice to Maddie Bladel. She'll wheel with it, cycling with it, trying to get free for a shot. Adalin all over her. Shot fired and redirected, puck loose, and a shot pushed just wide. Hit a defender's skate on the way through, so it didn't get through cleanly. Now behind the net. Stevens Point out of gas in this line here. They need to change something fierce, and they are going to set it. And off the midsection, here's Sarah Adalin getting it cleanly off the near side to Berthume. Berthume, end of a long shift here, drags it into the near corner. She'll go with a stick battle here on the near side to try to free it up, and she's trying to center it. Molly Millar, a fresh set of legs off the Pointer bench out there along with Natalie Aher. Millar in there. Millar pokes it to the far corner. Alyssa Yoakum after it. And what do we have? A slashing call coming up here. I believe this is going to go against the Pointers. Nope, I take it back. It's Northland. It is Yvonne Durfee. That goes off on a slashing call. So Stevens Point to their third power play of the afternoon with 2:14 to go in the second period and a 2-1 lead. Power play-wise, Pointers were credited with 4 shots on their first power play. All right, off the face-off. Up the boards on the near side. Here is Courtney Leising. Slides it out high to Granoski to Yoakum. She'll wheel a backhander to Soli Doyle on the near side. Doyle flips it near side to Anderle. Anderle turning, centering pass. Leising a shot block. Oh, boy. Alyssa Yoakum a prime chance and whiffed on it. Again, minute 35 to go in the Pointer power play. 7:45 to go here in period number 2. Soli Doyle carries it in near side. Power play for the Pointers. Now it's Maddie Anderle. Half wall on the near side. Reverses to the corner. Leaves it for Doyle. Out high Yoakum. Alyssa Yoakum a shot. Hit a body in front. Rebound shot went wide by Leising. Boy, a prime chance there. Here's Leising again. She'll fire a shot. Spinning shot block here by Steinmetz, and Northland is able to get it, and they'll send it down the link to the ice. A minute remaining on the power play for the Pointers, and a minute 10 to go here in the second period. It's a big 55 seconds left in the power play here. Pointers trying to get themselves a 2-goal lead. Ahead for Horman. Chopped that nicely at the blue line. Maddie Bladel gets possession of it. Dumps it down in. 58 seconds remaining in the period. 40 on the power play for the Pointers. Annika Horman, far side is wrapped up, and it's Winsensen, far side, digs it free. She'll keep it going. Stevens Point now, far side, Winsensen, trying to slide it out high. Horman in to help. Now Winsensen with it again to still keep it going. Finally out high to Stanius. Near side, Granoski fires a shot. Hansen a save. Rebound was there. Northland gets to it and clears it down. 30 seconds remaining in the period. 13 to go here in period. I should say 13 seconds on the penalty here. And 20 seconds on the power play. Lauren Winsensen gets it near side. Leising in. Has some space. Walks through a defender. Leising fires a shot. Pad save made by Hansen. Northland maybe a late charge here as the penalty comes out of the penalty box. Stevens Point can't get it. And now it's Kate Holtz back the other way sliding it in. Leising will intercept. She'll reverse back. Come up on the near side. A long range shot is blocked. And the period will come to an end Stevens Point, just as they did in the first period, will carry a 1-goal lead into the intermission here. This WIAC first round matchup. 2-1 Stevens Point with the lead. We'll come back with a first period recap coming up here in the Pointer Sports Network.
Northwind Solar is a work-owned cooperative building solar power and battery storage systems for homes and businesses across central Wisconsin. With over 100 years of collective experience in renewable energy, Northwind Solar offers free consultations and estimates with a 10-year labor warranty. For a free estimate, visit northwindre.com. Northwind Solar, Central Wisconsin's premier solar installer. Stop into Monk's Bar and Grill in Plover throughout the week for great daily specials. You can enjoy mini Monk Burger Mondays, Taco Tuesdays, Wing Wednesdays, a Friday fish fry, and more. Monk's Bar and Grill offers a UWSP student discount. Stop in and show your UWSP student ID and enjoy 15% off your food purchase. Monk's Bar and Grill, 1400 Commerce Place in Plover, or visit monksbarandgrill.com. Want to get your degree and stay debt-free? With the Wisconsin Army National Guard, you can get paid to be a full-time student with their 100% tuition reimbursement program. You can join the Guard, be a part-time soldier, and earn a degree. Call Sergeant First Class Mike Parks at 920-279-7527 or visit nationalguard.com to learn more. The Wisconsin Army National Guard, a proud sponsor of Pointers Athletics.
TDS Fiber, the future of internet, TV, and phone service, is expanding to more communities. Register now at tdsfiber.com/radio. Enjoy internet speeds up to 1 gig at your home or business. That's 10 times faster than 100 meg from cable. Plus, change the way you watch TV with our whole home DVR. Can't get that with cable. Powerful internet, premium services. Go to tdsfiber.com/radio to register, learn about bonus offers, and more. TDS Fiber available in certain areas. See website for details.
Show off your Pointer pride with the Affinity Debit Card exclusively from U.S. Bank. The Affinity Debit Card isn't just for students. Parents, alumni, faculty, and other fans can show their spirit too. Visit usbank.com/UWSP to get your Pointer Affinity Debit Card today. Or visit the campus branch location in the Dreyfous University Center Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. U.S. Bank, the official banking partner of UW Stevens Point. Len Dudas Motors is your trusted Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealership in Stevens Point. Check out their large selection of new and used vehicles, or come in for a test drive. Ask questions about your financing, browse their inventory, or schedule the service you need to keep your vehicle running for years to come. From the time you enter the showroom, you can expect to be treated like family each and every visit. Len Dudas Motors, 3305 Main Street, Stevens Point.
The WIAC Ice Hockey Championships are brought to you by Culver's. Welcome to Delicious. Culver's congratulates the WIAC on its long history of athletic success and outstanding academic accomplishments. Over 5,000 student athletes compete in WIAC sports, and Culver's recognizes the student athletes of the WIAC for their hard work, dedication, and commitment to excellence on and off the field. Culver's is proud to be a sponsor of the WIAC, the Conference of Champions.
All right, second intermission here from KB Willett Arena in Stevens Point. Tom Weaver on the Pointer Sports Network. Thanks for spending your Tuesday afternoon with us here. The winner of this game gets the number 1 ranked team in the country, River Falls, 25-0-0. And they have been on cruise control here throughout the year. And we'll await the winner of this game here. No scoring in that second period as Stevens Point outshoots Northland 12-5, so 27-17, the shots on goal through 2 periods. Alyssa Yoakum's third of the year from Josie Bender at 8:49 of the first gave Stevens Point a 1-0 lead. Then Kiera Richards, her first goal of the year from Kylie Moffitt at 16:47 of the first period. As, let's see here, again, Kiera Richards, her first of the year for the senior. So it was 1-1, and then Allie Gronowski answering for the Pointers at 18:09 of the first her third of the year from Maddie Anderle, 2-1 Stevens Point. Again, shots on goal through 2 periods, 27-17 in favor of the Pointers. Northland 0 for 1 in the power play, credited with 1 shot on goal. Stevens Point is 0 for 3 on the power play, credited with 6 shots on goal. 4 in there, 1 in the first period, 2 in the 2 power plays in the second period. So 6 shots credited there. Corinne Hansen, 12 second period saves for a game total of 25. Emily Grieg with 5 second period saves for a game total of 16. Northland continuing to win 67.5% of the faceoffs here this afternoon, going 27-13 in the dot here tonight. So again, let's see here. Faceoff wise for the Pointers coming in for the year, they're at just under 35%. That's been rough going from the faceoff dot. Scoring goals, winning faceoffs. That's been a struggle here defensively. Pointers have played a pretty good game here. Coming around, we'll see how we go here for the third period. Northland credited with 7 block shots so far. Stevens Point with 6. And that's where we sit. Again, here through 40 minutes with Stevens Point leading by a score of 2-1. If we were to look at the NCAA tournament field on the women's side here, and for WIAC fans, and particularly if you're UW Eau Claire, who right now is 9th in the pairwise, they would be the first team out if everything would hold strong here today, because if you assume that the current leaders of the conferences take automatic bids, that would be the Commonwealth Coast Conference, Endicott, who's 13 in the pairwise. In the MIAC, Gustavus is 4. NCHA, Adrian is 5. The NEHC, the New England Hockey Conference, is Norwich, who is 17. In the New England Small College Athletic Conference, the NESCAC, it is Amherst, who is 3. It is the SUNYAC, the State University of New York Conference, Plattsburgh, who is 2. And the UCHC is Nazareth, who is 11th. So those are your first place and presumably the top seeds in the other tournaments going around. So if you're Eau Claire sitting at 9, you want Gustavus to win the MIAC, Adrian to win the NCHA, Amherst to win the NESCAC, and Plattsburgh to win the SUNYAC to keep those teams above you in the pairwise rankings to get the auto bid and not be in the at-large pool. Again, WIAC does not have an automatic bid, but the women's side does have a Pool B, which basically is reserved for the conference that does not have a automatic bid to the tournament. So River Falls as the 1 would be guaranteed that. And then in Pool C right now, it's Middlebury 6, Hamilton 7, Cortland 8. It would be the 3 at-large teams. So the first 4 out, Eau Claire at 9, Colby 10, Trinity 12, and Utica at 14. So that is kind of how the tournament stakes up here. And, of course, all these bids and would go down, and would really think River Falls, as far as they go, would have a chance to host a Final Four here, depending. You would have to assume that regardless of what happens in the WIAC tournament, River Falls is in, and it's just going to kind of depend on whatever, because you're looking at, River Falls has beaten Gustavus 3 times this year, Eau Claire. So Gustavus is 20-4, 3 of their losses against River Falls, and Eau Claire is 19-6, with 3 of their losses coming against River Falls. So the Falcons have taken on all comers. They, of course, went out east and I believe beat Plattsburgh in the tournament out there. So they have definitely challenged themselves schedule-wise, and currently sit as the top-ranked team in the country. So no doubt there, and we'll see how things go. The other conferences in the West, semifinals coming up this weekend in the NCHA. It is the 2 seed St. Norbert. They will host Aurora, and the number 1 seed is Adrian. They will host Lake Forest. That Aurora-St. Norbert game Friday night. The Lake Forest-Adrian game is Saturday night. Those are single games, and a championship game a week from Saturday for the automatic bid in the NCHA. In the MIAC, it is Bethel at Hamlin. They will play the 4-5 game in the MIAC tomorrow night. That game at the Trio Rink in St. Paul. Winner of that game will be at the top seed Gustavus. And then it is Augsburg, the 2 seed, hosting the 3 seed St. Mary's. As that is how things shake up in the MIAC, as Gustavus went 17-1 in the MIAC, and again they are 20-4 on the season. U.S. College Hockey Online Women's Poll from this week. It is River Falls, again the consensus number one team in the country at 25-0, receiving all 20 votes. They're followed by Gustavus, Amherst at 22-2, Plattsburgh at 21-3-1 is fourth, Adrian at 25-2 is fifth. Then it's Eau Claire 6th, Middlebury 7th. It is Hamilton 8th, Cortland is 9th, Trinity 10, Norwich 11, Colby 12, Endicott 13, Utica 14, and Augsburg is 15. You look at all these teams here, you have 6 teams with 20 or more victories in the U.S. College Hockey Online poll here. On the women's side. Others receiving votes, Nazareth, Hamlin, Wesleyan, St. Mary's, and Elmira. Those are all schools that could do some damage in their respective tournaments here, as you said. So, again, if you're the WIC, you want the higher seeds to the top seeds to try to take them all and then see what happens here. Of course, Eau Claire will get a chance if they could advance through to the semifinals. You would think, a River Falls, Eau Claire championship game certainly in the cards. Of course, one of these two teams here would like to have a lot to say about that possibly next week or this coming weekend, whoever wins this game here. But one would think if Eau Claire could really improve their stock, if they would get a couple of wins this weekend over Superior, and then if they could find a way to get a championship game win over River Falls, that might be enough pairwise points to get 2 WIAC teams in the tournament. Be something else. We'll see. But, of course, all that coming out here, and we've got 20 minutes ahead of us here where Stevens Point trying to hold this 2-1 lead. Tell you what, this is a position the Pointers were in last weekend. They had their last regular season action 2 weeks ago. The Pointers had a 2-1 lead down the stretch, gave up a late one at Superior, and then lost in overtime. So, Pointers going to come out. We'll start 5-on-5 here to begin period number 3, with Stevens Point having a 2-1 lead. We'll take a break, come back with third period action. This WIAC tournament game presented by Culver's, 2-1 Stevens Point. We're back with the third period after this timeout on the Pointers Sports Network.
Visit your local Festival Foods today and pick up a sweet treat from their Scratch Bakery, your favorite decadent entree from their savory meat department, or fresh produce to feed your body from their Days Fresher produce department. Shopping with Festival Foods earns you discounts on Quick Trip gas, so you can pump up the savings. The more you spend, the more you save. Register your card to easily manage your gas rewards points. Only at Festival Foods, a proud sponsor of UW Stevens Point Athletics.
There's a lot of good going on all around us, and Aspirus Health is proud to be home to so much of it. We are here for you and your family, here for the community, planning for the future, and here for good. Because that's how it should be among people who care for one another. And that's what keeps driving us forward at Aspirus. Good people with good hearts, delivering great care. Care that will keep getting better as we grow and thrive together. Aspirus Health. Passion for excellence. Compassion for people.
Hughes Service is your local family-owned Ford dealer. For your next new or used vehicle or all your service needs, Hughes Service has you covered. If you're looking to lease or finance your next Ford, Hughes Service has competitive lease specials and financing options on new Ford vehicles and an extensive collection of quality pre-owned and certified vehicles at affordable prices to suit your needs. Come see what your neighbors already know. You're always welcome at Hughes Service in Millador. Hard water belongs in the rink, not in your home. Maher Water Corporation has been delivering safe, clean water to all their customers with trained and certified staff since 1950. How's your water? Go to maherwater.com and get your free water test. Maher Water Corporation, your trusted name in water treatment in central and northern Wisconsin since 1950. Call them today at 888-796-2437.
The WIAC Ice Hockey Championships are brought to you by Culver's. Welcome to Delicious. Culver's congratulates the WIAC on its long history of athletic success and outstanding academic accomplishments. Over 5,000 student athletes compete in WIAC sports, and Culver's recognizes the student athletes of the WIAC for their hard work, dedication, and commitment to excellence on and off the field. Culver's is proud to be a sponsor of the WIAC, the Conference of Champions.
Want to stay in the game online with the Pointers? Visit the official UWSP Athletics website, athletics.uwsp.edu. The online home of the Pointers provides the ultimate fan experience across all devices. You'll find the latest Pointers news, rosters, schedules, results, links to live broadcasts, statistics, and other links to the social media pages of the Pointers, and much, much more. Your gateway to the Pointers Sports Network, athletics.uwsp.edu.
All right, ready to roll here. Third period action. This WIAC first round game. Stevens Point leading Northland 2-1. We'll start 5-on-5 here. 27-17, the shots on goal in favor of the Pointers. Off the draw, Bladel circling back with it. Goes up far side. Back through to the middle toward L. Black. And Northland lost the handle on it at center ice. Now they'll chip it in. Kayla Stumo back to get it for the Pointers. Stumo off the near wall, too strong for Lysing. Bladel with it, right in. Galli Gronowski knocks it down. She'll charge back the other way. Gronowski to her backhand into the far corner. Stick check away from her into the far corner, and then she slips down, centering pass. Lysing fires a shot, and that slides just through on the near side. In the near corner, banging it off the boards and trying to center it. Nothing there. Out high, Winsenson rifles a shot. Pad save made there by Corin Hansen. He has kept the Jills in this one, that's for sure. Sarah Adalin overskates the puck and then coughs it up. Kylie Moffitt with it. She'll look back the other way. Berthume intercepts. She walks in and a whistle and a late whistle and an offside here against the Pointers. 19:03 to go here in the third period. All right, face off just outside the Northland blue line. They'll move it to the far side, they'll say. Boy, busy day here at the Willett. You got this one and a big pack of folks starting to come in for, you'll learn to skate and then spash with the sectional semifinal game here tonight. All right, far side, here is Stevens Point. Grace Torma up the far wall. Long range shot. Stick save made there by Emily Grieg. Amanda Pouchnick fans on it, but Sarah Adalin had it and then got poked away from her by Grolke. Kennedy Grolke with a nice effort there. Pointers lose the handle on the puck again. Northland will turn and fire it in, and a save. And Emily Grieg is just going to say, let's reset folks here, and she'll cover it up with 18:29 to go here in the period. Face off to the right side now of Emily Grieg. Freshman out of Chesterfield, Missouri. 18th game of the year. Near side, here's Steinmetz holding it in. She'll fire a shot, trickles wide. Stumo gets to it for Stevens Point, now circles back around, but coughed it up. Hannah Ballman slides it out high. Yvonne Durfee, the backhander again. As Northland trying to get to the net here. Stumo again around near side. Molly Millar with it, has a little space on the near side, ducks around, comes through. Millar coming, centering for Katie Stanius. Now they'll get it back, a rolling puck out high. Coughed up there is Natalie Ahern after it, and the Pointers will just dump it deep. 2-1 lead here for the Pointers. Winner trying to advance. Gronowski overskates it. Haley Stanius with it now. Leaves it to Courtney Lysing. She'll charge right up the middle, firing a shot. Shot blocked there by Steinmetz, and it rolls to the far corner. Good hustle there by Courtney Lysing to get a good chance. Leading scorer for the Pointers with 12 goals and 19 points. Northland now muscles it free. They'll cut behind their own net and back the other way they come. Richmond, center ice. Audrey Ellerington throws it deep. Richmond to the near corner now along with L. Black. Black near side, lost the handle on it. Gronowski tried to carve it ahead. Black turns, fires a shot. Now they leave it back. Bladel at the point on the near side. Tees a shot up. Good shot blocked there by Gronowski, and she'll carve it the link to the ice. And Stevens Point will take the icing call here. No icing call for whatever reason at the last minute. And Gronowski now in the forecheck holds it in the far side. She will scoop it deep to the far corner, come off on a change, and Lena Berthume after it. Berthume, nice job to poke it free. And she'll get it to Maddie Anderle, I believe this is, behind the net. Nope, Annika Horman, excuse me. And a long-range pass here by Northland. This will go too far, but this will be an icing call with 16:34 to go here in the third period. Of course, Pointer season started back on the 27th of October. Hard to believe here we're into the postseason tournament already. Probably the biggest shot right off the face-off covered. Biggest win for the Pointers on the road at 15th ranked St. Norbert back in November. And let's see here. Face off to the left side of Corin Hansen. 16:32 to go here. On the face-up, Berthume fires a shot off the outside of the net. Boy, she rattled that one up from the far side. Stevens Point with it, cycling. Sarah Adalin leaves it out high, back to Adalin. Far side, firing a shot, pad save, rebound out. Cleared again, Torma holds it in. She'll cycle with it out high. Puts the brakes on near side, gives it to Horman. Back to Grace Torma. That one short hopped her a bit, glove down here in the near side. That allows the Pointers a little peek in there to backhand it behind the net where Daphne Gray will give chase. Gray off the far boards ahead, trying to reach Kennedy Grulke. Pointers intercept and dump it back deep once again. Down to the near side, and they'll give chase. Pointers trying to dig it out. Up the middle they come. Stanius fires a shot. Pad save made. Molly Millar will get to it. It is Katie Stanius firing the shot. Stanius again fires a shot. Glove save made by Hansen as Stanius tried to pick the upper right corner there. And Hansen makes the save, and we'll get a whistle. 15:43 to go in the third period. As Corin Hansen. A couple of big saves here in the last couple of minutes. And a face-off to her right side here. Kayla Stumo firing a shot. Pad save made by Hansen. On the near side, this is squirting free. Stanius again. She'll hammer a shot. Hit a body in front. Rolls in, and Hansen covers it up. But Katie Stanius just got the puck on net, hit a defender, and Pointers unable to get the rebound. Natalie Ahern in the area there. All right, a face-off to the right side now of Hansen. Near face-off circle, gathered in, firing a shot. Hansen with another pad save. Haley Stanius with a shot, rebound, shot in, missing the net that time is Maddie Anderle. Oh, Anderle, a riser over the top in the net. Northland clears it down the link to the ice, and we'll get an icing call. Oh, the Pointers prime pressure there, and a juicy rebound left out there that Maddie Anderle roofed over the cage and got the glass. Shots on goal now, 33-18 in favor of the Pointers, so 6-1 here in basically the first 5 minutes here of the third period. Here is Haley Stanius with a shot, save made, rebound, chopped at by Gronowski, fought off by Hansen. Near side, here comes Northland, back the other way, Schemenauer cuts through to the middle, lost the handle on it. Pointers hammer it to the near wall. Gronowski with it, she's got some numbers, but lost the handle on it. Scoops it off the near boards ahead, as it is Anderle getting the puck deep. Stevens Point will give chase here. Courtney Leising knocked down on the play. We're going to get a penalty call coming up here against Northland. An interference call will come, and Stevens Point to the power play, as it is Hannah Ballman that will go off, knock down Courtney Leising. And the Stevens Point to the power play. 14:42 to go here in the third. And this will be the fourth power play of the afternoon for the Pointers. And these two teams coming in. All right, we'll get to this in a minute here. When Sensen to Berthume, she'll scoop a shot. Shot block there, cleared out by Northland. These two teams, as we mentioned earlier, came in tied 3 for 59 for statistically the worst power play in Division III. Bottom two ranked teams, and Stevens Point needs a conversion here to climb out of that hole, I think, here. If my math is correct. Lena Berthume behind the net, 14:09 to go, near side. Held in by Soli Doyle. Good hustle play there. Berthume coming off on a change. Anderle after it. Here's Allie Gronowski. She'll get it at center ice, pulls back, weaves her way to the far side, loses a defender ahead, but lost the puck, keeps it going, far corner. Looks to center it, instead brings it back out high. Soily Doyle rising with a rising shot. Soily Doyle now with it in the far side. Doyle slides it out high. Here's Alyssa Yoakum. She'll wire a shot. That goes wide. 58 seconds to go on the power play. Granoski charges in, carries it behind the net. Thought about a wraparound. Instead out high to Doyle again. Here's Yoakum. Yoakum near side, walking in, Lysing. Another shot, save made, rebound is there. Granoski had her stick tied up, couldn't get a clean rebound off. Yoakum with another shot and a shot block here in Northland. Right straight back up the other way comes Kennedy Grolke. She'll fire a long-range shot in on Emily Grieg and cover it up. 13:15 to go in the third, 34 seconds remaining in the Pointer power play here this afternoon. Face off to the left side of Emily Grieg. Northland now with 12 shot blocks credited here. And Stevens Point now out the near side. Here comes Sarah Adalin hustling. 28 to go on the power play. Adalin wires one, blocker save. Rebound is there, comes out high. They'll swat at it. Far side Adalin. A bouncing puck pushes it to the far corner. Scoops it back, hustling in. Pointer's able to get it. This is Winsenson. She'll scoop it out high with 13 to go on the power play. Here's Stanya scooping a shot. That goes wide. Berthume to the rebound here on the near side with 8 to go on the power play. Comes back out again. Katie Stanyas. Up through the middle. Stanyas right through a walk. Stanyas firing a shot. Hansen a save. A rebound there, but she'll cover it up as we're back to even strength. 12:38 to go here in the third period. Stevens Point with a 2-1 lead. Well, Pointer's getting some chances here, but Corinne Hansen answering the call. Face off to the left side. And it's Granovsky for Stevens Point. Cycles back. Well, go ahead. Stumo shoves it ahead, far side. Back through to the middle, just missed Granovsky. Alyssa Yoakum back to get it for the Pointers. Yoakum cross ice to Stumo. Stumo ahead. Maddie Anderle chips it in. Lysing giving chase with Granovsky. Intercepted by Yoakum again. Played by Granovsky, but she's whistled for an offsides here with 12:16 to go here in the third period. Of course, Pointer seniors in their final home game here. Allie Granovsky, Lena Berthume, Annika Horman, Sarah Adalin, also Kayla Stumo, Lauren Winsenson. Try to get the Pointers to the semifinals. All right, behind the net. Out high, Molly Millar to Winsenson. She'll rifle a shot through. That got through cleanly and got the boards. Haley Stanya centering it. Kicks off a skate, comes out high. Winsenson again. Near side, here's Ahern with a shot. Pad save made. Up the boards on the near side, but not out. Here's Molly Millar with it. Millar dumps it. Haley Stanyas gets to it. Shovels a shot. That's blocked again by Northland. Up the near side. Now here is Ahern again firing a shot. Another shot block. And it's Millar to the rebound. Millar shields the puck. Tries to reverse back to the far corner, but coughed it up. Katie Stanyas in to help her out. Sarah Adalin racing off the Pointer bench here, setting up in the slot. Tried to center. Now she'll go to the far side. Katie Stanyas slides it out high. Lauren Winsenson tees a shot up on the point. That got through. 11:13 to go here in the third period. Molly Millar cycling out high. She'll hammer a shot redirected. Hit a defender and then another right in front of the net before finally Jamie Steinmetz corrals it for the Jills with the Pointers on the forecheck. Berthume pokes it free again. Jills don't know where it is. Berthume between three defenders pokes it loose. Sarah Adalin turns into a defender, diving for it, but Corinne Hansen dives out to cover, and we'll get a whistle here. 10:42 to go in the third period. Stevens Point holding a 2-1 lead, and so far has outshot the Jills here 11-1 in the third period, but cannot solve Corinne Hansen. Off the face-off, Berthume tees one up. Blocker save made by Hansen. Adalin to the rebound on the near side. Cleared around the boards. 10:40 to go here in the third. We'll get the media timeout coming. Berthume chops it back in, wide of Hansen. She'll play it down at the glove. Stevens Point, a fire wagon change here as the Jills try to race out of the zone. Lysing up, puts the brakes on. Durfee giving chase now. She'll come after it. Grace Torma gets there first for Stevens Point. Around, Ballman holds it into the far side. Now they'll come back through to the middle, pinballing back near side. Gronowski hustling. Jills win that foot race there. Pointers off the boards again. Bladel reaching for it, but it comes out. Pointers almost a 2-on-1 with Gronowski and Maddie Anderle, but it hops up into the Pointer bench, and we'll get a whistle here. 10:04 to go in the third period with Stevens Point clinging to a 1-goal lead. Pointers with a 2-1 lead after 20 minutes. Second lead of the game here, but nothing since. As Northland rifles it through, Kayla Stumo puts the brakes on it behind the net. Stumo, near side. Northland works it away from her. Kayla Stumo behind the net. Now Stumo lifts it, and it ricochets off one of the Jills. This is one of those games you start to kind of have a bad feeling about here as Northland picks it up. Back the other way they come. Firing a shot. Ann Grieg with a save. Rebound. Diving save and a penalty call coming up here. As, what do we have? We'll get the media timeout. We're going to get a hooking call coming, but Emily Grieg with a 10-beller diving there to keep it out. We'll get the media timeout and a power play, I believe, coming for Northland. 2-1, 9:27 to go here on the Pointer Sports Network.
Cousin Subs is now bigger and better in Stevens Point. Visit them today at 111 North Division Street with a fresh look that includes a drive-thru. Whether it's a grilled-to-order cheesesteak, Wisconsin cheese curds, or a party box of subs, Cousins has something for every occasion. Order online at cousinsubs.com or with the Cousin Subs mobile app. Cousin Subs, believe in better.
Bring home incredible internet, TV, and phone services with TDS Fiber. Register now at tdsfiber.com/radio. Enjoy cyber-spacious internet speeds up to 1 gig at your home or business. Plus, change the way you watch TV with our whole home DVR. Can't get that with cable. Powerful internet, premium services. Go to tdsfiber.com/radio to register, learn about bonus offers, and more. TDS Fiber available in certain areas. See website for details.
All right, Northland to the power play here this afternoon for the second time. Trailing 2-1, 9:26 to go here in the third. Pointers off the near wall, can't clear it out. Steinmetz goes cross ice here to Maddie Bladel. Shot fired, rebound loose. Grieg with a save, and she'll hold on to that one. As Northland getting a shot from the perimeter on the far side. Molly Millar in the hooking call. Off for the Pointers. So a face off to the right side of Emily Grieg. Goaltender's got to be your best penalty killer here. 2-1 lead late. Gronowski out there and wins the draw back to Berthiaume. She'll go behind the net now, come out, and she will lift it down the length of the ice. Thought she was originally. And what do we have? Oh, boy, it's Northland. I'm going to say Northland swatted at the puck and hit it with a high stick. That's why it came fluttering out of the zone. Played with a high stick. So we'll get an offensive zone faceoff here for the Pointers. Gronowski up front here with Maddie Anderle trying to kill the penalty. Ellerington able to have it for a minute. The Pointers hold strong at the red line and dump it back in. Minute and a half remaining in the power play here for Northland. Again, their second of the afternoon. Steinmetz racing to the red line and tried to chop it into the near side. Courtney Lysing gets a piece of it. Berthiaume back to get it. She'll go behind the net, and Northland just evened it up. We're going to get an interference call coming here, I think, against Taylor Richmond. Or is it against the Pointers? Yeah, it's the Pointers. It's Lauren Winsenson that's going to go off. And Stevens Point will go down 5-on-3 for a minute 15 here with 8:42 to go in the third period, clinging to a 2-1 lead. Anna Ballman to take the draw. And it's in the near face-off circle. Northland wins it out to the point. No shot there. Richards scored the first goal for Northland. They'll walk it in. A shot lifted off the side of the net. Ballman reaching for it. Now pokes it back. It's Kylie Moffitt with it. 5-on-3 advantage here. And here's Northland walking in far side. Ballman through to the middle. They'll fire a shot. That's tipped just wide there. Kate Holtz with the shot there. Ballman with it again. Ballman up high on the far side. She'll go down to the far corner. Looking to center. Back to Ballman. She'll wire a shot. Good shot blocked there by the Pointers and cleared out. Lena Berthume. Courtney Leising might have got a piece of that, and they'll slide it to link to the ice. 35 to go in the 5-on-3. 8 minutes to go in the third period. For Northland, here's Kate Holtz again, racing in the right wing. Holtz coming. Holtz firing a shot, pad save. Rebound gets around Northland and comes back out. Richards cycles back with it at center ice. Richards walking right up the middle. She'll walk through. Richards firing a shot, fought off by Grieg. Gronowski to the rebound, side of the net. Now they chop it in front. Here's Sarah Adalin. She'll get it, wire it off the far boards, and send it down the link to the ice. 5 seconds remaining in the 5-on-3. 7.5 to go in the third. One penalty, Millar back off, so it's a 5-on-4 for 40 seconds. Northland carries it in on the far side, too far. Yoakum, the first to get there. Around her own net, off a stick, off the near wall, and out. Steinmetz with it, goes rink wide at the red line on the far side. Northland dumps it in. Grieg, a stick save. She'll drag it back in and cover. 7:06 to go in the third. 24 seconds remaining in the Northland power play here. So the Pointers kill off the 5-on-3. 24 seconds remaining here now for Northland. Elle Black in to take the draw with Annika Horman. Lena Berthume around, off the near wall, down the link to the ice again. 15 seconds remaining on the power play. Just under 7 minutes to go. Winner to River Falls this weekend. Steinmetz walks through, defender falls down, long range shot. Grieg with a save and was going to cover it, now doesn't, so off the wall, banged out. Pointers back to even strength. Penalty killed off. Here's Maddie Anderle with it. Molly Millar getting it. She'll carry it in the right wing. Millar walks down, slowed down, trying to shove it back through to the middle, bouncing puck in. Molly Millar is going to draw a penalty here with a hooking call. And Stevens Point will go to the power play with 6:28 to go in the third. Millar just hustling. And let's see. Tied up there. Looks like it's Jamie Steinmetz that's going to go off. 6:28 to go in the third. Pointers offensive zone face-off on the power play for the 5th time this afternoon. Yoakum now around, and it's Anderle. A shot in. Did it go in? Where is it? Cleared out. And it's Corinne Hansen making a save. Boy, she flipped around like she thought it was behind her. But she was able to cover it. 8 seconds into the power play here. And a face-off to the right side. 6:20 to go in the third. Stevens Point of the power play with a 2-1 lead. Lena Berthume walks it off the far wall, out high to Winsenson. Winsenson to Katie Stanius, backhander near side to Berthume. She'll wire a shot up high, shoulder, and collected there by Hansen. She'll trap it against the body to hang on. Let's see here. 7 shots on goal now for Lena Berthume. Allie Gronowski with 7, Courtney Leising with 6. Pointers now 41 shots on goal here and a 2-1 lead. Still a minute and a half to go in the power play. Leising settles it down, comes in, dumps it through to the far side, just missing Soli Doyle. Doyle up the boards on the far side from her knees, plays it out high. Now it's Alyssa Yoakum. Yoakum with a shot right into the shin pad of one of the Jills. That's Elle Black. She'll shove it down the length of the ice. Soli Doyle back to get it for Stevens Point. Doyle reverses back near side to Yoakum. Draws a defender. Now she'll come up on the near side. Shoves it ahead. Here's Maddie Anderle. Anderle in, looks back, surveys things up, carries it to the far corner, dumps it back, but right to one of the Jills, and they'll wrap it around the boards to the near side. And they'll get it on the near side. Now flip it down the length of the ice. 45 seconds to go in the power play. 5:10 to go in the third. Forecheck pressure here. Pointer's a little loose with the puck. Berthume finally ahead. And this is Katie Stanius, and the Pointers just iced the puck. Oh, man. Long outlet pass too far. We'll get a whistle and an icing call. 5:04 to go in the third. 35 seconds remaining in the Pointer power play. Shots on goal, 41-24 in favor of the Pointers. Northland has blocked 17 shots here this afternoon. Bladel off the draw from the point on the near side. Berthume gets a stick on that. She'll spin with it. Lost the handle on it. Now they'll shove it back toward the middle. Bouncing puck coming through. And it's picked up here by Annika Horman. Horman rifles it ahead. Adalin tried to kick it to her forehand, but coughed it up. Now Stanius coughed it up. Here comes Northland in back the other way. Shot fired and a good shot block there. Kennedy Grolke. A good chance for the Jills. Now Richards after it. Far side, high in the air it goes. Annika Horman will get it. Horman will lift it up, and she'll dump it down the length of the ice. And Stevens Point on the power play again, whistled for an icing call. 4.5 minutes to go in the third period. 2 seconds remaining on the power play. So Stevens Point going to go to 0 for 5 on the power play. And they are now, let's see here, 3 for 64 on the season. Bladel from the point near side shoves a shot. That's blocked by the Pointers. Didn't get through cleanly. Bladel gets it back, goes to her backhand. Nifty job here by the Pointers. Courtney Leising tips it free for a minute. Leising wheeling ahead, trying to come up with it on the forecheck, but they slide it past her. Here's Alyssa Yoakum along the blue line to Kayla Stumo. Far side, Stumo shoves it ahead. Leising will gather it in, walks through a defender, ditches the linesman on the far side, got hung up in his skates, and now it's Molly Millar with it, reverses to the far corner. Millar puts the brakes on, now comes back out, off the far boards to Kayla Stumo. Shoves it to Yoakum near side. She'll fire a shot. That hit a knee in front. That's Courtney Leising, and here comes Northland, 2-on-2. Taylor Richmond far side. Chops the stick out of the hands of one of the Pointers. Now centering pass toward Hannah Ballman is broken up. Near side they go. Here comes Molly Millar up. She works around Moffitt, but a defender behind her scoops it through, and it's Steinmetz with it at her own blue line. 3.5 minutes to go in the third. Stevens Point a 2-1 lead. Winsenson near side lets it go. Now pokes it to the near corner between two Northland defenders. Hannah Ballman with a shot. Oh, that almost ricocheted into the net from the side. Now Grace Torma with it near side. She'll reverse back. Torma slides it ahead. Maddie Anderle. Little stop-start game here. Shoves it ahead for the Pointers. That's Tara Regan. Now a bouncing puck coming through here. Look out here. Comes through the crease and slides wide to the near side. Torma tried to clear it ahead. Shoves it far side. Anderle will get there. And for the Pointers, Tara Regan able to clear it out. She'll get it at the red line. Tried to get the puck deep but couldn't. Northland with it now, and it ricochets here off of Natalie Ahern. She's tied up with the defender. Northland with it. 2:40 to go in the third. Hannah Ballman for Northland in on the far side. She'll wire a long-range shot. Save made, stick save made, and up into the netting and out of play. 2:34 to go in regulation. Stevens Point a 2-1 lead. Again, the winner advances to River Falls on what we would presume would be a Friday night, Saturday afternoon schedule, I believe. River Falls men will be here, so no conflicts we're aware of at Hunt Arena. Number 1 ranked Falcons. All right, here's Kayla Stumo for the Pointers. Puts the brakes on the far side, shovels it ahead, out of the reach. 2:20 to go. We'll keep an eye on the goaltender, Corinne Hansen here. Ahead it goes. Now Yoakum with it. Shoves it ahead. Lena Berthume to it on the far side. Works it off the far boards. Able to get it deep for Stevens Point. Kylie Sims back to get it for Northland. Sims, far corner. 2 minutes to go here in the third. Stevens Point a 2-1 lead. Trying to advance in the tournament. Now Berthume shoves it back again. Kate Holtz back to get it now for Northland. Holtz behind the net, comes ahead through the neutral zone in the right wing in, goes just wide, should be an icing call, and it is. We'll get a whistle here with 1:45 to go in the third period. And an offensive zone face-off for the Pointers after the icing call against Northland. Now the referee having a chat on the near side here, and I think Northland is going to take a timeout. Northland takes a timeout. We'll take one as well. 2-1, Stevens Point with a lead. Minute 45 to go on the Pointer Sports Network.
Goal Line Golf and Hockey in Schofield is Wisconsin's premier source for all your golf, hockey, and skating needs. They treat every customer like the home team. Whether you're a beginner or a pro, see the experts at Goal Line and get fit for your next step on the ice or out on the links. Located at 1430 Grand Avenue in Schofield, Goal Line's been the place to score since 1984. Everyone at Goal Line says, Go Pointers!
The WIAC Ice Hockey Championships are brought to you by Culver's. Welcome to Delicious. Culver's congratulates the WIAC on its long history of athletic success and outstanding academic accomplishments. Over 5,000 student athletes compete in WIAC sports. Culver's recognizes the student athletes of the WIAC for their hard work, dedication, and commitment to excellence on and off the field. Culver's is proud to be a sponsor of the WIAC, the Conference of Champions.
All right, a minute 45 to go here. Face off to the right side of Corinne Hansen. Stevens Point a 2-1 lead, trying to close this one out. Jills rattle it around the boards. It pops free on the near side. Lauren Winsenson gets there ahead, but it's intercepted. Back the other way, Maddie Bladel. Winsenson gambles, doesn't come up with it, so Northland gets the puck deep. Hansen still between the pipes with a minute 28 to go. She'll take a look toward the bench. Now Leising with it. She'll shove it ahead. I do not know if this is going to be far enough for icing. No, they will blow it dead. Oh, man, a puck rolled. If that puck stays flat, it dies, and no icing call. But a minute 16 to go. Now Corinne Hansen will come to the bench. So extra attacker on here for the Lumberjills with a face-off to the left side here of Emily Grieg. Courtney Leising wins the draw. Shot fired, and Grieg never saw it, but it went wide. Taylor Richmond to the far side. Leising back to get it, pokes it around near side. Audrey Ellerington with it, and Stevens Point shoots the puck to the far boards. Maddie Anderle trying to get there, hustling, but a whistle and an icing call with a minute to go here in the third period. I think I counted today, Stevens Point has had 13 games of 2 goals or less on the year. When you factor a couple ties in there, they have been in a ton of games here. And now Stevens Point is going to take their timeout after the icing call with a minute to go. A minute to go here in the Pointers Sports Network.
Stop into Monk's Bar and Grill in Plover throughout the week for great daily specials. You can enjoy mini Monk Burger Mondays, Taco Tuesdays, Wing Wednesdays, a Friday fish fry, and more. Monk's Bar and Grill offers a UWSP student discount. Stop in and show your UWSP student ID and enjoy 15% off your food purchase. Monk's Bar and Grill, 1400 Commerce Place in Plover, or visit monksbarandgrill.com.
All right, back to get it here. Minute to go. Both teams have taken their timeouts here. The goaltender off, so 6-on-5 advantage. Hannah Ballman will take the draw for Northland. Courtney Leising for the Pointers. Face off to the left side of Emily Grieg. Kick back, Bladel with it for Northland. They'll tee a shot. Oh, hit a body in front. Pointers will get it, and they'll clear it out again. This will be another icing call against the Pointers with 50 seconds remaining. And that puck had danger written all over it. It hit a body on the way through and then hit Courtney Leising, who smothered it. So let's see here. Courtney Leising to take the draw. She's 50% on the afternoon and wins it again. Winsenson cutting behind her own net. Feathers it around to Gronowski on the far side. Gronowski tries to eat it up, but the Jills dig that out, but it kicks free. Kicks past. Courtney Leising hustling after it along with Jamie Steinmetz. 35 seconds to go. Leising in the far corner can't come up with it. Steinmetz charging ahead for Northland. Steinmetz ahead to Schemenauer on the near side. Alyssa Yoakum steps in front and gets it. Yoakum around the boards to the far side. 20 seconds to go. Northland to the point. Able to hold it in. Poke free. Here's Courtney Leising with an empty net. Bladel took it away with 12 seconds to go. They'll dump it deep behind the net. When Sensen going to get there, she's just going to eat it up on the end board. 5 seconds to go. Northland will try to dig it out, and they'll bump it around, and comes right in front and turned aside as the buzzer expires and Stevens Point advances. A little bit of a scramble, kick free at the end. I don't think it would have gone, but Stevens Point hangs on for a 2-1 victory here this afternoon, and they will advance to play the top seed River Falls in the WIAC semifinals this weekend. And it looks like Friday night a 7 o'clock game, Saturday 2 o'clock at Hunt Arena, as the Pointers will take on the top-ranked and the top seed Falcons of River Falls in the semifinals. Eau Claire and Superior will play the other semifinal series. They're playing a pair of 2 o'clock games with the Blue Gold men at home. So that is where things sit. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back at your recap. Stevens Point advances with a 2-1 win. We'll come back to tell you about it here on the Pointers Sports Network.
Visit your local Festival Foods today and pick up a sweet treat from their Scratch Bakery, your favorite decadent entree from their savory meat department, fresh produce to feed your body from their Days Fresher produce department. Shopping with Festival Foods earns you discounts on Quick Trip gas, so you can pump up the savings. The more you spend, the more you save. Register your card to easily manage your gas rewards points. Only at Festival Foods, a proud sponsor of UW Stevens Point Athletics.
There's a lot of good going on all around us, and Aspirus Health is proud to be home to so much of it. We are here for you and your family, here for the community, planning for the future, and here for good. Because that's how it should be among people who care for one another. And that's what keeps driving us forward at Aspirus. Good people with good hearts, delivering great care. Care that will keep getting better as we grow and thrive together. Aspirus Health, passion for excellence, compassion for people.
All right, back here at KB Willett Arena for our post-game show. Stevens Point advances here this afternoon in this first-round game by beating Northland here 2-1, scoring it all in the first period. Alyssa Yoakum, her third of the year from Josie Bender at 8:49. Kiera Richards, her first of the year for the Jills from Kylie Moffitt at 16:47. And then Allie Granowski, her third of the year from Maddie Anderle at 18:09. Of the first period, no scoring in the second or the third period. Stevens Point, a 2-1 victory here this afternoon. Stevens Point outshoots Northland 14-9 in the third period, 41-26 for the game. Stevens Point 0 for 5 in the power play, were credited with 10 shots on goal. 0 for 3 was Northland. They were credited with 5 shots on goal. Corin Hansen makes 14 third period saves for a game total of 39. And it's Emily Grieg getting the win here this afternoon. She makes 9 third period saves for a game total of 25. Stevens Point, let's see here. The other task here, Lumberjills win about 64% of the faceoffs here as their season comes to an end at 5-20-1. Stevens Point at 8-16-2. They will advance to Friday's semifinal game number 1. Again, 2 games plus a mini game format against the top-ranked and the top-seeded Falcons, who the Pointers have had their struggles against, but hey, never know. Go in there on Friday night and see what happens. All right, want to remind you, Pointer men coming up this weekend. They'll host River Falls in the semifinals. 7 o'clock start both Friday and Saturday night. Sean McMahon and myself will be on the air with pregame programming at 6:45 here from KB Willett Arena. Again, your final here tonight, or this afternoon, I should say, in the WIAC first-round matchup. Stevens Point, a 2-1 win over Northland. They'll advance to play River Falls coming up this weekend. I'm Tom Weaver. Thanks for listening to Pointers Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network.
You've been listening to UW Stevens Point Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network. Pointers Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network is brought to you by Aspirus Health, Hughes Service, Bone and Joint Clinic, Edward Jones, Fraternal CrossFit, Goal Line Golf and Hockey, Lendutis Motors, Maher Water, Monk's Bar and Grill, Northwind Solar, Rock and Roll Cafe, Stud Brothers Construction, and by UWSP corporate sponsors Cousin Subs, People's State Bank, Wisconsin National Guard, BSN Sports, Marshfield Clinic Health System, Skyward, U.S. Bank, Century Insurance, PJs and Muse at Century World, Dunkin' Donuts and Baskin Robbins, Festival Foods, Auto Select, Pizza Ranch, Taco Bell, and TDS Fiber. This broadcast is an exclusive presentation of UW Stevens Point Athletics. Join us again for Pointers Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network.